in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight! Greetings, Earth Realmers. Combat season is upon us, and the Elder Gods have chosen the Nerd Cage Live Mortal Kombat 2021 watch party on Thursday, April 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And leading the charge from the realm of Chicago is Master Daniel Pacina, the original Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Smoke, and Noob Saibot. A rare opportunity to watch the new movie with the one who helped create it. And joining him, some of Earthrealm's finest, Mark Withers, Jay St. G, Dion from Off the Beaten Podcast, Daikaiju Tony, and emerging from the depths of the Netherrealm, Titan Goji.
Finish him!
A-B-A-C-A-B, be there. Thursday, April 29th. Prepare yourself for Mortal Kombat.
Greetings, citizens! You're now trapped in a nerd cage with your hosts Mark and Jay. We hope you have a smashing good time.
Hello, Nerd Cage Live.
Half better after that hype up.
Yeah. They're saying you're muted, Jay.
No way.
That is awesome.
No.
That is fantastic.
Yeah,
To be
you
continued.
were.
It's a harbinger of things to come this evening. Can we mute the movie? Can we please mute the whole movie?
Oh my god, it is muted!
gotta do that. You gotta do that whole thing over again.
Hey, I'm down to hear it again.
That was pretty good, man. Yeah.
The man who's muted.
Oh
Jay, say muted.
Keep us going. I mean, yeah. I mean, whatever. I mean, I have nothing special to say, but we got a bunch of people here, so why don't we just talk like we would normally talk and not.
We got a bunch of the regulars here in chat. We have Fallen One Gaming. We've got Betty Rage, Brian Kingsley, Godzilla Gamer 77. Potts Kaiju Junk is in the house. Hello, Donald. How you doing? We got Zilla Punk 2007. Shay Smithers, as usual. We got all the greats ones out in the chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Godzilla vs. Kong live watch party.
Awesome.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Awesome.
Good job.
Wild band coming through in the clutch. Appreciate that.
So, gentlemen, how are we all doing tonight?
Doing pretty well. Just happy to be here.
That's fun. This is going to be like my probably 5th time watching this film now. So,
I can't
I still have to
wait
do my
to
spoiler
see this
review.
movie. I've only seen Smokey and the Bandit like one time, so like I can't wait to see this movie.
You're in for a treat.
Yes.
2 times, second time's a charm.
Wait, Smokey and the Bandit. You mean we're not watching The Last Samurai?
That's a good thing.
Hang on a second.
I kind of like that movie.
What's going on here?
I thought we were watching the Snyder Cut again.
Oh, I'm down.
Are we sure we're not watching my remake of Kong?
Yeah, come on, guys.
We should watch that.
But speaking of the Snyder Cut, if y'all have not seen our previous watch party where me, Jay, Davis, and Matthew Farden, as well as many others, joined us for that watch party, what are you doing? Go watch that. It is in the words. It is in the Nerd Cage Live. It is in the Nerd Cage Live video. Just go to the channel, click uploads. Perfect. It is like the second or third video once you scroll down. Watch the movie with us. Just listen to us watching it. It is a great time had with great people watching this movie.
100% after you watch this live stream. Just saying.
I mean, yes, that too. After you watch it.
Don't do it.
I
Don't
think
do
that's
it
an
now.
important detail.
Hang on.
Yeah, but we're gonna make some memories right now. We're gonna watch this. I've been looking forward to watch this. I've heard 50-50 about how people felt about it. I stayed away from all the spoilers, everything. So I'm just ready to sit down with you fine gentlemen and watch some monkey lizard mayhem.
Yes.
Wait,
yeah,
Matt, you haven't seen this yet?
Nope.
What? You're a first-time watcher?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going into this blind.
Oh,
man.
Wow.
Oh, you're gonna have
Why
some
didn't
fun.
I do
All right,
that?
hold on. Can the chat hear me now?
Yes. No, wait, I don't know.
I need to see it from the chat. I know you guys can because I had you guys on my Zoom call, but can the chat hear me? Someone give me a sign. Someone in the chat.
I don't think they can hear you.
Let me see in the chat.
There's a bit of a delay, so it'll take a bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just want to point out, Fallen Gaming says Jay is the only one I know that can be muted and still bring the energy. LOL.
Dude, just do the whole show muted. They know what you talk. They know from your expressions like what's happened.
I do have a question regarding this. This is my first time doing a watch party. What are the rules regarding riffing?
Okay, good. We're good. Okay, everyone can hear me now. Good.
From what I remember
should I do that shit again?
If you want to.
You want to.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Let's
I love that
this
shit.
again. Here we go. I'm just going to start from the top. All right. So now that everybody can hear me, if you look on your screen here, repping Team Godzilla, we got the host of the cage, spitting the facts and the rage, the Wakandan black ninja that slithers. I die without this man. It's Mark Withers. From the city of Houston, Texas, the leader of Godzilla Apex, more dangerous than a T-Rex. Oh my God, I can't fathom from Scribe Production. It's Adam. And the third member of Nerd Cage Live with many voices that make it take a dive. Here from the streets of Hollywood, I beg your pardon. It's my homie, Matthew Farden. I can never say this right, but that's quite all right. Ladies and gentlemen, your king has arrived. From the land of the Phoenix Sand, it's the one and only Wild Band. And then on the other side, on my side, hanging strong with Team Kong. From the land of Dallas, swinging the malice. He's stronger than Chuck Norris. Behold, the mighty Titan Goji, the sexual Tyrannosaurus. from the land of Toronto, bringing Kong facts on the pronto. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is always on the attack. Once again, he's back. It's goddamn Big Jack. There.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
That's the best Dr. Seuss book I've ever heard on Audible. So the chat's saying they can hear you, but you're too low. Like you're
really
still
quiet.
Yeah, you're real quiet.
Right,
so
hang on. Really.
yeah.
We're gonna do take 3.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Hey, it's live.
You know what? Hang on, maybe I bring my mic closer to me.
That might help a little bit.
Just do it all in ASMR.
Hello and welcome to Nerd Cage Live ASMR.
Shout out to Vapor Dreams in the chat. Houston and Dallas in the house.
So we're just gonna do a little Smokey and the Bandit ASMR here, and there goes the car over the ravine, and yeah.
1 2 3. Can everybody hear me? Hey. 1 2. Testing. I can't see where the actual 1 2 3. Hey, go. 1 2 3. Okay. I'm peeking at yellow, so I should be fine. Okay.
Shay Smithers, no, Dion was not able to make it last night due to a personal emergency.
Yeah, we're bummed that So Dion had to bail out the last minute. So he said he just didn't have it in him to be here today. He wouldn't be able to, maintain a performance. So we totally get it. Okay, so
He's here with us in spirit.
yeah. So I figured before we start the movie, I hope everybody who's watching HBO MAX has it queued up at 32 seconds. Because
Yep,
if you're playing
57.
HBO Max, hit play, skip the Mortal Kombat ad, hit pause. We're queued up at 32 seconds, everybody. So,
or watch it if you want, and then pause at 32 seconds. Because I'm looking forward to Mortal Kombat.
Best part on my end, I'm watching it via a film projector, so who needs a movie theater when you can just watch it at home and piss off your neighbors with your window screen?
Hey, Jacket is here.
What's up, Paul?
Okay.
As soon as I watched that Mortal Kombat trailer, I immediately started watching both Raid movies. I love them so much.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so while we go out in the circle, we're going to start from the bottom of the screen. We're counterclockwise. So, Jack, your thoughts on Godzilla vs. Kong? Did you like it? And in a couple sentences, explain why you liked it or didn't like it.
The short version is, yes, I know it's stupid. Yes, I know it's dumb. But I love it for how fun and dumb it is. It is literally giving $200 million to a bunch of kids playing with their King Kong and Godzilla action figures and bashing them together. And there's nothing wrong with that. We need movies like that again.
All right. Davis, your thoughts on Godzilla vs. Kong?
At first, I really did not like this movie at all, but it started to grow on me. Now I just think it's okay. There's some good things about it, but there's also some bad stuff about it too. So it kind of evens it out.
All right. Wild Ben, your thoughts on Godzilla vs. Kong?
So I really like this movie. I saw it with my family. We rented a private screening for it, and I was losing my mind during the fight scenes. And then I bought a ticket for IMAX. I could feel those freaking roars in my chest. Oh man, I know I have my problems with this movie. It is far from perfect, but I really like it.
All right. Matthew Farden.
I have no comments because just like what I said while you were working on that, I have not seen this yet. I wanted to go into this kind of like, I heard about, some people here and there talking about half of them thought it was, they hated it. The other half was just like, oh, it's just, it's Kong versus Godzilla. Just have fun. Just watch it. Just enjoy it. So I'm just going to go blindly into this and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on it at the end.
All right. And Adam, I know you're
Llama.
Adam?
Garbage. Oh, sorry.
Actually, the term is booty sauce.
Booty sauce. Man, look, I can. The only thing I can say positive about this movie is, like I said before, the cinematography. is way better than King of the Monsters. The fight sequences are nice, like the actual choreographing of the monsters fighting, even though none of it fucking makes any sense. That's all I got to say. Yeah, like, oh, daytime fights, nice. Yeah.
Here comes the sun.
But like everything about this movie is a waste of $200 million, and we need to not have movies like this again. I completely disagree with Jack. We need to get movies where people, like, it makes sense and make people think instead of making them dumber. Like,
yeah, well, there's a difference between this and the Transformers movies.
It started as
They're like worse, I would say. But,
nah, bro, the Transformers movies are leagues better. Even the bad ones are leagues better than this movie.
It's just more about, lack of imagination in Hollywood. It's all grounded in realism. It doesn't feel fun. It's all dark. Everything has to be essentially, forgive me, but everything has to be Zack Snyder now. And come on, let's just have fun. It's a giant, look, it's a giant monkey versus giant fire-breathing radioactive dinosaur. Fuck logic.
Man, it's not about realism. It's about the story making sense. And like I can, I've watched Star Wars. There's no realism in that. Whatever you watch, whatever. There's so many movies. Lord of the Rings, no realism. It's all fantasy. We got dragons, orcs, and shit. But it makes sense. Like the story, the plot, the character development, everything.
I agree with you.
That's why this is a terrible movie. Like, who cares about the special effects? First off, the special effects look dated as hell. They don't look like they're up to snuff with modern day. Shin Godzilla looks better than this movie. It's just the plot. Like, I'm sorry, the thing that drives a book, a movie, a TV show, whatever, is the story. And the story for this movie is garbage. It makes everything else really bad. Well, doesn't matter how good they did, just makes everything else worse.
I'm the type of guy who appreciates if a story doesn't really fit, then I can appreciate it for its visuals. I'm going to say this, Adam. If that's the case, you are not going to like Ridley Scott's Legend. You are not going to like
not.
Yeah, no, because it's your typical fantasy Legend of Zelda movie, but the visuals are spectacular.
I mean, as long as it's a good story, but the problem
with Legend of Zelda. It's Legend of Zelda.
Like 2014 had a good story, even though Godzilla was only in for like 13 minutes, right? But it had a good story, and you could follow it, and you could kind of get invested. Kong Skull Island, same thing, way better. King of the Monsters was a fly by the seat of your pants, just don't even think or whatever, and this was like worse than that. I almost can't believe I'm watching this movie here with you guys, but it's because I like you guys that I'm watching this movie.
Right.
We appreciate it.
Mark, close us out. What do you think of Godzilla vs. Kong?
Well, as I said off camera, I mean, I officially dubbed this the Birds of Prey of kaiju movies, and I say that as like a newcomer to the genre. I've only watched 4 kaiju movies in total since I've known you guys. This is probably the worst of those 4, in my opinion. I don't think that, I'll put it this way. I hear a lot of people saying, turn your brain off, just enjoy the visuals, just enjoy these 2 monsters fighting. Well, I think that's a lot to ask of an audience, to turn their brain off. You know what I mean? Like, we exist in a time where you can have great stories, great action, great actors, all in the same movie. And so if we have that, shouldn't we come to expect that, especially from a movie that has been this hyped, this much money's been put into it, it's been pushed to no end. We should, and it's got potentially some of the greatest actors in currently in the business. I mean, you've got Isa Gonzalez, you've got Skarsgård in there, you've got Millie Bobby Brown in there, you've got what's the guy's name that played the conspiracy theory guy?
Brian Tyree Henry.
Thank you. I mean, these are some great actors. Give them something good to do. And I just really felt like that was the weakest point of this entire thing, was like the human characters are not given any real motivation. And they're not really... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Hallelujah. I was saying, preach the good word. Hallelujah.
Yeah, for me, like in terms of visuals, I think the reason I like this a little more is because compared to most action blockbuster movies, you don't really get much of what I call the cool factor, where there's just that one iconic image in a movie. You don't get this often where you look at that and you're like, oh my god, that is so goddamn cool. This movie had a few of those moments where it's like it made up for the rest of the movie. I'm like, that is so cool. And you don't get that much anymore. The last time I think I saw that, in my opinion, was probably the ending of Jurassic World. That movie's not very good, but that last scene was just, oh my god, yes! More of this, please!
Alright, so it's 8:30 now. There's 26 people in here. Holy smokes.
Woo! I did want to ask more quickly.
Man. Hit that, if you're in here 26 people, hit the like button, please. Alright.
I did want to ask more quickly. Mark, very quickly. You bring up that this is the Birds of Prey of the Monsterverse. Which Birds of Prey? The movie or that old crappy TV show from 2001?
No, I'm talking about the crappy movie that
that movie was not good. Except for the whole bacon sandwich thing. That was the only thing.
Right? Yeah.
That made me want to eat a McMuffin.
So, everybody in the chat, Nerdcade Nation, are you ready to watch the movie? The first person in the chat that says yes, we're gonna do a slow 10-second countdown and on go. We're all going to hit play. As you can see, the timer on the stream right now says 32 seconds. That's because when you play Godzilla vs. Kong on HBO MAX, you have to skip the Mortal Kombat ad and then hit pause. So we're right there at the WB logo.
So, are you ratings?
In the chat.
Let
me know if you're ready, and apparently I'm echoing too. So.
I mean, you sound fine on my end.
Yeah, I think it's just through YouTube you sound a little wonky, because to us you sound fine.
Yeah, YouTube's out to get you.
Shout out to Billy Mount Third in the chat. What's up, dude?
Alright, hopefully this will fix the issue, the echo issue. Okay, somebody said yes. Here we go. So Mark, give us that slow and sexy countdown from 10 seconds. And everybody have their clicker ready.
Yep.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Only on the WB. I will probably riff this a little bit. Just fair warning.
It's a monster movie.
Oh man, this movie's so.
That legendary logo is the coolest part of the whole movie.
Eric, can everybody hear me right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I do.
Just making sure.
I can hear you good.
Okay.
Somewhere on Skull Island.
Oh my god.
There's giant, weird.
This part
Okay, listen. I won't say it yet, but the moment he scratches his ass, I knew this movie was ass.
Here's my version.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
It would have been 10 times better if they'd have put that music in there behind this.
Told me that I could get a beauty.
Why?
She was looking kinda down with a finger.
Gets a shower. I was like waiting for him to like have a cup of coffee after this.
Right.
Kong is life.
This is one of the few complaints I had with this movie, is that some of the weird like song choices they put into this, like, okay, we're doing this.
The same thing happens in the Netflix Death Zone movie, which Adam Wingard also directed.
Which
there's all these like weird song choices. I mean, they're great songs, but what's with the placement?
I'll say one thing that I actually will give the movie credit is that they did hire an actual deaf girl to play this character.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Huge props. I mean,
and she was the best actress in the movie and never spoke a word of dialogue.
I agree.
Just saying.
She also had nothing stupid to say either.
Now, I know Paul Tackett's in the chat, so I just want to confirm with everybody else. just to make sure. Is she psychic at all?
No.
Does she communicate with Kong psychically, or is it because she's deaf and then learned how to use her deafness?
It's sign language.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul. Jesus, he was trying to tell me she's like got superpowers and shit, can communicate with Kong. I'm like, no, dude, she's deaf. That's all there is to it.
It's gorilla sign language.
Gorilla sign language.
Like, remember, like, Coco the gorilla that would hang out with Robin Williams? Kind of like
that was great.
Hi-yo!
Oh, there's a great story that Robin, apparently he was saying that, like, the owner, like, Coco kept trying to drag her into his pen, and the owner was like, well, once she takes you in there, I can't get you out.
Oh, I was wondering why the football game was canceled. Oh, okay.
By the way, shout out to Titan Goji and this amazing Dimension t-shirt. Get
Nice.
yours on Titan
Nice.
Goji T-Public.
Appreciate it, man.
And that's the only shout out you're getting for the rest of the stream, Titan Goji.
Hey, I'm cool with that.
They never. Okay, can someone please explain to me why she automatically says the only thing keeping him safe is being on this island? If we take him off site, Godzilla will come from. Why? Why will Godzilla come for him?
He's got a monkey fetish.
I think the thought process behind that is Kong and Godzilla are considered alpha titans among all the other titans. So it'd be like, they'd be fighting over dominance. Who would be the ruler of the titans?
Okay, but this is what doesn't make sense, and this is why I know they redid a lot of scenes, like in the 2 years that it took for this movie to actually come out, because originally it showed, like right here during the credits and stuff, it shows Godzilla how he took out all the other Titans. And in the original spoiler script thing that I read over 2 years ago, it explains why he goes and kills them. Well, but in this movie, it never explains why he goes and kills the other Titans.
Well, based off the novelization that has come out from the movie, we know there's at least 5 chapters worth of plot missing from this movie. I won't say what, since Matthew hasn't seen this yet, but for those of you who have seen the movie and know what I'm talking about, there's 5 chapters worth of plot that's missing from the movie that's present in the book. And we know that the novelization is based off the script that they used for the movie.
Yeah, the original
Release
script.
the Wingard cut.
I was just gonna say that.
This is the Wingard cut, because he did say this is the definitive version of the film that he saw. Was like, yeah, just go ahead and put this one out.
There's also one thing.
It's a bit of a shame.
There's also one thing in this movie that actually I will agree doesn't make sense. That in the first Kong movie, Kong was like bipedal; he was on 2 legs. This one, he's on all 4, so it suffers the King Kong lives thing from where.
Jack, Matt hasn't seen this yet.
Oh yeah.
Talk about Jack. Time out. For Matt's sake. Only talk about what's on the screen right now.
Yeah, they
don't talk about anything that's coming in the movie.
They show Kong on all 4s in the credits.
I'm watching it anyway, so it's like whatever. But
there, you
I
see
appreciate
that?
it though.
Yeah, it's like that's just the King Kong lives logic, where like in the '76 remake, it was all on 4s, and King Kong lives, he's on all 4s. What the hell?
Well,
I will say this on a very random note. This intro literally just reminds me of Call of Duty Black Ops for some reason.
No, it's just
I'm waiting for Mason to come and go, the numbers!
It's the tournament screen from Mortal Kombat.
Yo, this is the only MonsterVerse movie that used 0 mocap.
I know. I was really disappointed with that, because TJ Storm is such a good like Godzilla actor.
I like the animation in this movie. I think they did well for not having any motion capture whatsoever. Like,
and I'm pretty sure COVID is the reason why they couldn't get people TJ Storm and Toby Kebbell to like come back and do the mocap and facial features.
Not just that, but like they pretty much probably copied and pasted some of the already used assets from the other movies.
I would like to just say real quick, I can relate to this man so hard because I have been putting out all this information talking about all these quote unquote conspiracies about this movie before, and everybody was just like, nah, I know what he's talking about. Nah, it's not going to be a bad movie. Nah.
I know how you feel, Adam.
This whole intro is literally just the pre-show to Terminator 2 3D at Universal Studios.
Pretty cool,
I was also
though.
thinking the beginning of the first Resident Evil movie about the Umbrella Corporation.
That's what it reminds me of. Is
Well, like down to the Apex logo looking like the Cyberdyne Skynet logo. Like I keep expecting Sarah Connor and John Connor to hack into the system.
Okay, my thing went down for a couple seconds. What's the counter at for you guys?
8 minutes, 25 seconds.
Okay, let me try and get to that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's interesting is if I hold my phone next to this live stream here, now I know for the fact that the delay is exactly 20 seconds from
cool.
Streamlabs to YouTube. So now I know there's a 20-second delay. There is a 20-second delay between us and YouTube.
Now, I don't know if you guys have seen James Rolfe's Cinemassacre's review of this movie, how apparently Adam had offered him a cameo.
Yeah, I saw that.
Why do I get the feeling it would have been right here and he would have been playing some Nintendo game or something? That actually would have been really funny.
Yeah, and the funny thing is he
I think you gotta see it
for whatever reason. Yeah.
He turned it down because his daughter was being born at the time.
Yeah, that's right.
Like he's just sitting there playing Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde for E.T. on Atari.
Homemade hand sanitizer.
Yeah, like this just feels like this would have been a James Rolfe cameo.
Yeah.
What sort of high-end toaster did you get that from?
I know. It's a Ninja Foodie.
He's coming, man. Godzilla's coming.
The thing is with this movie, too, is that I think one of the reasons the characters aren't really that good is that it is very Bayformers in a way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a Transformers movie.
I mean, Bayformers kind of had some development. By the way, Sub-Level 33, that's a reference to 1933.
Yes!
The original King Kong came out.
This
Nice.
right here on your screen.
Reference, yeah.
I would have actually been it would have been more fun if it was level 76.
Of
Yeah,
course-
that
of course you would say
would have
that,
been neat.
The only man I know that likes 76 more than 33. That's okay, though. I
No,
love
they're
76.
on equal
Here we
footing.
go.
I'll say, I love this. It's like, Godzilla's in Florida. Half of Florida be like, yeah, we get these all the time. It's called alligators. Yeah, like really, they shoot him like an alligator. I love it.
So, you know
Okay,
what
I'm
else
sorry.
really gets me about this movie?
I should probably call her.
The mouth.
They could have actually
Reminds me
not
of
had any
something.
music right here, and it would have made this scene so much more
More
intense.
intense. Yep.
Hey, Adam, why don't you do a
But-
rescore? You can do a re-edit and do a rescore.
I'm not. You can't polish a turd, dude. Like no matter how much you polish a turd, it won't be gold. It'll still be it'll be a golden turd.
Adam, do you have a software that can do that? That can split the sound effects from the music?
I don't. But what? So the way that works, and I probably shouldn't be saying this on stream, but fuck it. If you get the Blu-ray, you can actually cut out the soundtrack, and all you'll get is just the effects audio.
Really?
And then I could rescore it after that. Like that's how. Like if you watch any of the animated Godzilla stuff that I do or that other people do, they're taking the audio directly from the Blu-ray cuts of King of the Monsters 2014, Kong Skull Island. That's where they're getting the sound effects from.
Okay, can you
So is
message,
it?
can you
Go ahead, I'm
message, sorry. Can you message me later and like talk me through that, cuz I'm trying to do something
I've never done it. I don't know. Like I've gotten my stuff from other people, my sound effects. I don't know actually how to do it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I wanted to say? You know what this scene reminds me of underneath all the pipes? I just expected him to be like, Lockwood never had a granddaughter. He created another.
Yo, so Godzilla Gamer in the chat, Cole, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Says, bro, how does this guy just
Aperture
download
science.
all the deep level files with cameras all around him?
Right.
It's
Because nobody.
Pod. I was just gonna say.
Obviously, you've never been around a real security guard who's not even paying attention to the screens.
Okay, come on. How is this scene not awesome?
It is. It's really cool.
And then I laughed at this.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's no way 8 people die during that attack.
Where's Anderson Cooper the whole time? Where's he at?
You know what, though? I will say, I will give this movie credit here. CNN is totally blowing everything out of proportion right now. Just like they always do.
Here we
It
go.
would have been funny if Anderson Cooper was there. That would have been funny.
They got his twin brother, Janderson Duper.
No, did you guys notice the Godzilla 2014 poster in the background?
Yeah, I can see that.
I saw that.
Wait, what? I did not see.
Yeah, in that last shot, you see of Madison. In the background, you see a blurry red and black poster from Godzilla 2014.
No, all this shit just reminds me of the Goonies. It's literally, yeah. It's just there's a lot of nods to a lot of other movies in this, and that's I think another reason why I liked it too.
Okay, so here we go. So one of the big
Arc
names from the
Relief
last
Camp.
movie. This is basically all his screen time right here.
Bruce Baxter.
Hey, what's up, Coach?
Yeah.
You should be learning the edumacations. What are you doing here?
I think it actually would have been really funny if they somehow made this canon to the Peter Jackson remake, and this is just Bruce Baxter's great-great-grandson. So it's like, oh, it's the Back to the Future logic when it comes to generational family genes.
Oh man, we have a Millie Bobby Brown hater in the chat. Godzilla.
Oh really?
Godzilla
I don't have my chat
says-
open at all.
Oh no, Cole.
Hey, Joel's in the chat. Another one from the Godzilla YouTube community. Joel, thanks for stopping in, man.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
I'll say one thing too that I'm starting to really appreciate with films is
Denim University.
set design. No, just set decoration with like details and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a problem here. This Ren Sarazawa.
Yeah. That's why I asked you that question the other week. Like, why is that name seems like a mainstay in all the Godzilla movies? Maybe not all of them, but the ones that I've seen.
From the original.
Right.
Huge missed opportunity with this character here.
Probably a lot of his stuff was cut out.
Here's what I think happened. He found out that his dad died from Godzilla. He resented Godzilla, so he builds Mechagodzilla for revenge. There, I fixed it.
Yeah, but they didn't elaborate on that or anything.
Well, it was probably cut.
My next question is, why the heck did they make Rin Shirazawa look so damn emo?
Right.
Because K-pop is totally in right now.
Oh,
because
true.
His dad never paid attention to him because he was always paying attention to Godzilla and not his son.
Haha, that's a good one, Jay. That's a
Oh my
good
god!
That's actually
logic.
like that's the actual explanation in the novelization, I believe.
Is it?
What?
I need to go pick that up.
It was either that or like the leaks that were floating around 2 years ago.
So then, wait. So if that's the case, if he doesn't. So he doesn't like Godzilla not because he killed his father, but because, he was more of a son than he was.
Dude, the chat is priceless today, dude. Vapor Dream says, Missed Opportunity, the movie.
Yes.
Dude, I love the
That's
fact
what's
that,
up.
like, I thought today was going to be full of, like, the Monsterverse fans with the pitchforks ready to come get us. They are riding hard with us, dude. Just saying. I thought for sure that everyone's gonna come in here like, yo, we're gonna hit the dislike button because these clowns don't like the movie.
Man, I haven't come across that many people that love it. You know what I mean? Like, I know
Dude,
people that
Mark,
like it.
Why, Mark? Because you're not on Twitter. Ask
I
everybody on
guess.
screen right now, dude. The people on Twitter are like defending this movie, and if you goddamn say anything bad about it, they will blacklist you.
They will cancel you.
That's Twitter.
Yeah.
You know,
Toxic fandom.
Yeah.
Well, let's
This
just
is
say,
like for real.
Twitter
This
in
is
general.
why-
Twitter's become so toxic.
let me just
Yeah.
say,
Chase Smith,
I'm
this is
about
on the same
ready
boat
to
with me.
quit Twitter after seeing a certain YouTube video today. I really am.
I got rid of mine like I think 5 years ago.
Hey, heads up, it's storming here all of a sudden, and if it gets really bad, my power could go out and my internet
It's
could go out.
Godzilla, run!
He's setting it up to get out of this so he doesn't have to watch this.
Oh, no!
I see you, man.
No.
That's clever. I
Perfect.
see you, brother.
Set the dominoes up. They're ready to fall. Just a little whoop.
Also, you guys are wondering why.
Again, thank you
If people in the chat are wondering why I'm looking up, it's because I'm watching the movie on a projector screen. So
Just want to say thank you to everybody in the chat once again, and thank you to all you guys. Titan Goji, Big Jack, Wild Band, Scribe Productions. Please sub these people up. Links are in the description below. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. Thanks for taking the time to watch this god-awful movie with me today. And thank you, Mark. I know you were dreading it. Thank you. I feel so bad for you, Mark, because I know how much you dislike and all the hard work you put into this channel. Mark, thank you for putting up with us tonight.
It's all good, man. Like, we're having a good time with it. And, you know, we could have watched, I don't know, Top Gun, like The Right Stuff.
Never seen it.
Like,
Yeah.
well, we can do a watch party for Top Gun when the new movie comes out.
oh, that's true. That's a good point.
Johnny
I don't
Gallagher.
get why they didn't call that Top Gun the second mission as a nod to the Nintendo game.
Johnny
I don't
Gallagher in
know.
the chat says, in the novel, Gia's parents are killed by Siren Jaw.
What's that?
Siren Jaw?
Oh, those little birds, right?
No.
I thought those were...
Psycho
No,
birds,
I'm-
whatever.
Or wait, I think they actually do explain in the movie. So, and I think they'll get to that one later. But there's a bit of a problem I have with that, which I will bring up when they get to it.
I wanted to say too that when they show the hologram of the little spaceship in Hollow Earth, I'm like, this is the worst remake of Asteroids I've ever seen.
Okay, another thing I gotta point out. How is it that the storm around Skull Island killed all the natives but a deaf girl? How is it that she's the only lone survivor? I'm not saying like.
What is it a nod to that little shit native kid in King Kong versus Godzilla that was hiding in the hub when the freaking octopus attacked?
I don't think so.
I just
don't know.
How is
No,
it
they
that
would have
everyone
been
could survive, but the rest of these natives who've been fighting with their spears and this and that, and like battle ready, they couldn't survive the storm. Or
Well, I guess now that Jay brought it up, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about it. But yeah, it's
Oh my gosh, dude, Adam, I
You heard that?
I
Wow.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's
Whoa.
storming.
I thought that was in the
Dude,
movie.
goddamn!
I thought it was
Godzilla
the
really
movie.
is attacking.
Crap out of me.
I was also gonna say, like,
Can y'all see this?
I can see it.
oh wow,
Dude.
That's,
Wow.
oh jeez.
Let me see this.
Fire
Hold
in
on,
the
hold on.
hole.
Let me see this.
Just like y'all want to
Jesus
watch the
Christ.
storm better than the movie? Look at this.
They're filming Twister 2 outside, Adam.
I know.
Where's
That's
Bill
good.
Paxton?
Balls out of me. Seriously. I'll be back. I gotta go change my pants.
It's coming right for
2 hours
us.
later.
It's already here.
Okay,
So
but
Paul Tackett just said that Kong was keeping her safe, is what he said. But why didn't he keep the other one safe?
and I also want to say, like, if the storm is that powerful, like, how were they able to build this entire facility, like, for
I have a-
Kong?
I don't think this
lost
is right,
somebody.
but I have a feeling that this.
We lost Mark.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We lost
Oh, no.
Mark.
How did my storm disconnect Mark? I don't understand that.
I don't know. Forgive the technical difficulties, everybody on screen. Looks like Mark disappeared for a moment here.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Hang on. It's
as a matter of fact, I'll be right back.
To fix everything on screen, because by the time I fix it and Mark comes back, it's just gonna make everything mumbo jumbo again.
Like, I'm still here.
Oh,
so
yeah, the screen is all mumbo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like half and half everywhere.
Yeah, hang on.
I mean, we're still got the movie on,
yeah,
so.
we still got the movie. I'm just saying, like, if everyone's actually
Now you can't see what I'm eating.
It's all messed up because Mark just disappeared for a second. I don't know what just happened.
You know, one thing I will say is, like, look, I love one thing.
Oh, his computer crashed.
Oh.
I'll say this one thing.
So, yeah, we'll just. So for everybody, forgive what's going on screen right now. Mark's computer crashed. He'll be right back, and then hopefully we'll get the stream back to where it was looking like. So, like I said, no fear, everybody.
I will keep them entertained, dude. I will keep them entertained. But I want to point out one thing I felt was a missed opportunity. Like, they have Kong in the chains. How come they didn't make a joke about the military creating a new form of chains called chrome steel? Because, like, what chains will hold a monkey that freaking big? Makes no goddamn sense.
Okay, here we go. The first battle's coming up.
It's coming later, but we are getting there.
I'll say this: when that fight started, I literally was just shouting "Round 2, fight" because of the original movie. Also, I think Skarsgård here is having flashbacks to Tarzan.
I'm sorry, the CGI here looks spotty. I gotta admit that.
Oh, it didn't look too bad.
I disagree. I think it looks amazing.
It didn't look that bad.
I'm sorry. I feel like Skull Island had better CGI.
I'll say this too, like, Weta did all the effects, so this would be the second Kong film they've made now.
Hey, Sean Barry's here. Shin Godzilla watch party, please. Yes, I would.
I'd be down for that, absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be cool. I love that.
I mean, that's something we probably should do on, like, Monstrosities or Titan Goji. But yeah, I would definitely be down for that.
I want to host a Kong 76 extended cut on my channel.
I'll actually go ahead and plug this now, but next weekend I plan on hosting a Godzilla vs. Megalon watch party over at my channel.
Yes!
It'll be Saturday the 24th at 9 p.m. Eastern.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time watching Godzilla vs. Megalon.
All right.
I should point out too, I find it ironic that I'm watching a King Kong versus Godzilla movie and I've got a jar full of these red berries.
I feel like all the actors in this movie just needed a job, so they took it.
That's a paycheck job. Well, so basically they're all Corey Feldman in The Magic Voyage. It was just a paycheck job.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Rebecca Hall and, like, Isla Gonzalez, they're both fine as hell. Just saying.
She would be a great Baroness.
Alright, I'm gonna start. Okay, I don't know. I have a feeling Mark's not coming back. I'm just gonna start fixing the stream. So, guys, talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna try to fix this stream here.
Okay, I have a question for people about Kong on the ship during the storm. Who else had Mighty Peking Man vibes?
No.
Because in Mighty Peking Man, he's in a ship in a storm. I felt a bit of that Mighty Peking Man feel to the whole movie.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, that movie's actually pretty good. That's the best of the 70s Kong ripoffs.
Oh yeah, Mighty Peking Man is pretty amazing.
Imagine a Godzilla movie done by the Shaw Brothers.
I mean, like, it literally is a King Kong movie made by the Shaw Brothers.
And also later re-released by Quentin Tarantino in the 90s.
Yep, and
Tarantino loves this movie. Loves Mighty Peking Man.
I have my DVD copy signed by suit maker Keizo Murase.
Was he at I think he was at G-Fest, right?
He was at G-Fest one year, and he also told the story about how the actor they had who played the Peking Man suit, he didn't have health insurance, so Murase decided to do like the final scene himself in the Peking Man suit, and they shot the bit where he falls off the building and into that exploding building like 3 times.
Yeah, that shot. I like those shots of Kong. That's actually pretty sweet. Like anything overhead looks amazing.
And I'll also give the movie this. Like, they actually do a pretty sick job, like, making Kong, like, his own character in the film. He's not just a plot device. Like, nah, he's an actual character with his own development, his own arc, his own journey, and they nailed that.
Unfortunately, he's the only monster in the whole MonsterVerse that gets his own character development, which is kind of BS.
Well, he's King Kong. Of course he's going to have his own character development. And the thing is, too, what I love about the design is that it's very much a nod to the original Kong, because the thing is, people debate, is he a gorilla? Is he this or that? And Marcel Delgado and Cooper, who designed him originally, they were debating whether it be more of an ape or more of a man. And Cooper ultimately won for more of an ape or gorilla. But I always saw it as a cross between like a gorilla and a chimp. Sort of a mix of the two. So.
Or, just monster ape.
Yeah, and I feel like Kong just being his own species, like, just makes him more unique.
Yeah, because I don't know what they call him in the MonsterVerse, like, in terms of a Titan name, if it's just Kong.
Titanus Kong.
Yeah, it's just Kong. Yeah, I was going to go with Mega Promantis Kong. I like that. That's what the Peter Jackson films pretty much named him. And I love that.
But the Peter Jackson films Kong was more based off a silverback gorilla. This one is just a made-up monster giant ape.
I just want to say I love this. That actually did kind of shock me.
Yeah, I thought that was a neat touch.
Okay.
Like, he can talk, I can sing!
How many years? They were studying King Kong for how many years? And now they find out he knows sign language? I mean, just saying.
He went all Caesar. It's like, apes strong together.
I'm pretty sure Kong was intentionally just screwing with them, and Gia would like never snitch on Kong.
Matt from Monstrosities is here in the chat. Matt, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Matt?
Your wedding, dude.
Hey, thanks for stopping in, dude. I'm trying to fix that.
No, Matt, Kong is not a kaiju, especially in this movie. He's a human character that's really hairy.
They're not called kaiju, they're called titans.
Wouldn't it be funny if one of these movies they actually call it Attack on Titans?
Well, I mean, Warner Brothers is remaking Attack on Titan, so...
They're also doing
very
Gundam.
low expectations for that.
Yeah.
I think Warner Brothers does have a good value in just doing all these giant monster movies. I freaking love it. Like, they did also Rampage. They ripped off their own movies.
Yeah, and I tweeted about this like a couple weeks ago. So Space Jam 2 is basically Ready Player 2 because of all of the look at all the stuff we own. So in Ready Player 1, they teased Mechagodzilla and the RX-78 to Gundam. I feel like they might do that with like the Colossal Titan or the Armored Titan in Space Jam 2. But who knows? I'm just
Ready Player 1 was very much a beta test for other franchises, and obviously with that Gundam scene, it proved that there is an audience that would want to see one. So I think that's why Bandai and Legendary signed on right away.
Pardon me for interrupting, but I'd like to get back to roasting the crap out of this dog movie.
Yeah, the stuff.
Can someone explain? Can someone explain the retro 80s music that played for a whole 10 seconds, maybe during that one scene?
I started dancing to it. I heard that. And I was like,
Stranger Things.
Well, I mean, it's also because Adam Wingard, because he loves makeup and vanity set, and that's the name of the artist who you just heard there. And there's a lot of his music in Death Note. So
I'll admit here, I do like this joke. I do like this joke about the Tide Pods.
It was a bit of a groaner for me.
I like that joke.
I didn't find it amusing. Sorry. All right,
because that was
I
stupid.
fixed the stream, by the way. So I fixed the stream. If Mark comes back in, I have to adjust again. But at least now it doesn't look so mumbo jumbo. But if you're watching the screen, there's something wrong with you. You should be watching the movie and listening to us. All right, for those who are just popping in, we're 32 minutes and 40 seconds into the movie. Thanks for stopping in.
They just made
Hit
a Tide
that
Pod
like
joke.
button. Stop trying to live here rent-free. Hit the like button. There's 12 likes and 21 people in here. Hit the damn like button, you lazy people. It's like you can't just walk in my house and start eating everything on my fridge. Hit the like button.
I think, one thing I will say
I
is
used to be able to do that, but I paid rent, so.
I think a lot of people are
Matt
also...
and I were roommates, for those who don't know.
I'll say this too. I think a lot of people are gravitating towards this movie more, like seeing it multiple times, because one of the things it does do that a lot of franchises have been doing lately is that this movie is, again, it's a fun, dumb movie, but it's not political. Because a lot of franchises have been very political, and I didn't see an ounce of it, and even if there was, it was subtle enough where I didn't even notice it. But I just love the fact that people like Fox News are so desperate to try to make this like a political film that they're saying, why are all rich people always bad guys in movies? Like, really?
Okay,
come on.
So, Jack, to counter your argument, here's the thing. Godzilla 1954, Godzilla 1984, Shin Godzilla are very political movies, and they were so much better, and it drove the plot a lot more.
Yeah, but it's like not every movie. My point is that movies have just been so political lately that I think audiences just got sick of it. So to see a movie that doesn't have a forced message, it's like, hey, it's refreshing. It's kind of like, hey, who cares?
I see. I get it. People want escapism. I get it. We're right. This is the prime time right here when we're in the middle of a end of a pandemic, hopefully, and people want escapism. I get that, but it's just a movie which just had no substance. And yeah, it's just.
Well, it's only because like movies
Mark is
lately
being
have
asked to let in.
It's just because movies lately have been very, almost like going back to like the movies of the early 1970s that were all gritty and downbeat and, you know, and it didn't feel fun. And then something like Star Wars comes along and say, hey, remember when movies were fun? So this movie is like, remember when movies were fun?
All right, so Mark's back in. I gotta fix this thing again, but here we go.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hello. All right.
Welcome back.
Where are we?
It's a rainstorm.
35 minutes, 15 seconds.
All right, hold on. Let me jump in. 35.
Everybody can see my real name.
I just wanted to say the screen is half and half again. On the screen.
All right,
I know.
I'm on 30.
I know. I gotta fix it.
All right, I'm at 36:13. Am I close to you guys?
Pause it for like 45 seconds.
Well, just that's a lot of fish.
Forever.
Yeah, I'll let you know when we get to 36:15.
Hey guys, that's a lot of fish.
Indeed.
Heard you, Jack. Heard you.
Yo, Jack, just so you know, I cannot wait for your King Kong 1976 director's cut watch party.
Well, you're coming down to that. You're coming down to that.
I'm so excited to watch that movie with you. I really am.
But because the thing is, the rule I'll have is with people joining that stream is that I want it to be a first for everybody because I want to see everybody's reactions to the new scenes that they've probably never seen before. Because
okay,
there
Mark,
are some scenes you're just
hit
like, wow.
play now.
Thank you. I'm on the part where it says now everyone knows.
Thanks, Wildman. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, my computer crashed, guys. Sorry.
It's okay.
All good.
Oh, good.
It crashed because of the awesomeness that is this movie, Mark? Is that what
I was just going to say that, you know, it's too much. I couldn't handle it.
I was just going to say, Mark, is your computer on Windows XP?
No, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
So everybody knows my secrets now, how I do these streams with the Zoom call. Everybody knows.
The secret is out.
Yep, the secret's out. I copy and paste the Zoom calls onto the stream. Everybody knows now. You get to watch me work.
No, it's funny too.
You know,
like, they have Kong on the boat, but like, how'd they get him on there? It's the same thing with the original. Like, how'd they get him?
They tranked him. That's easy. They tranked him. But what I want to know is, why did they even have to tell this story about the Iwis getting killed by the storm? They could have literally just not even said anything, and it would have been like,
it would have been
okay. It would have been better.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, people would have even complained even more, though.
Well, about what?
Where'd they all go?
You could
They
say
stayed
got
on the
eaten
island.
by those weird creatures in Kong Skull Island or something.
Oh, skull crawlers? Yeah, right.
That's what they're called. Yeah, that they
ate them.
They got killed by those guys.
Which
Hey, Paul, hang on. Paul, if you're watching the movie with us, this part right here where she puts her hand on the wall, she's feeling the sound waves of Godzilla under the water. She doesn't sense him with ESP or anything. Just saying. I'm just going to keep pointing this out because me and Paul got into it over the phone about her being like some sort of special person with
Like
extra
an
sensory
empath or
perception.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, bro,
goes
she's
to
just
sleep.
deaf.
She goes to sleep and dreams she's on Monster Island with Minya.
Nah, I'd rather see that movie instead. The Godzilla's Revenge remake.
Again, something I want to point out, how missed opportunity for the military to say, well, it's like, oh, how do those chains hold them? Oh, it's a new type of metal called chrome steel.
No, space titanium.
It's the same metal used for,
It's vibranium.
No, it's unobtainium.
I actually kind of like that bit where Kong was covering his ears while they were firing.
Yeah, that was nice.
And this is basically the first time in the MonsterVerse we see Godzilla attack the military.
It's very Jaws. Like, I felt a lot of Jaws in the scene where it's like, he's gone under the boat, Chief!
Well, I think even the director said Godzilla is very much like Jaws in this movie.
More so than 2014.
Again, I would just like to point out, if they didn't put music in any of these scenes, it would have made it that much better.
Honestly, I don't hate the music in this movie. I don't. Is it
That's
great?
a Shin Godzilla
No.
moment. Shin Godzilla moment right there.
Yes, it is. Yep, that is a Shin Godzilla tribute. Look, I love how everybody's like flashing right now. The lights.
Run.
Everybody's like the.
So
my leg.
So my biggest gripe with really any of these movies is that I feel like they would have learned by now that the stuff that they're trying isn't gonna work. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, haven't they attacked Godzilla with like jets and like missiles and stuff like that before, and it hasn't done anything? Like, why would it work now?
No, like back in 1954, like they say in 2014 that nukes couldn't kill him. So it's like, why are they even trying here?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So the boat. Never mind. Just throw logic out the window.
Well, hey, to be fair, this is a better Battleship movie than the actual Battleship movie.
Oh, yeah, I will agree with that one.
That is true.
At least there's no alien battleships, which was really
For real
stupid.
though, even though none of what's happening right now makes any logical sense, even in a fantasy movie, the cinematography is on point. I fucking love every shot.
Yeah.
Can somebody re-edit the scene with like Jack and Rose on the Titanic?
Yeah.
That'd be a fun fan edit.
Be pretty good.
Godzilla and Kong fighting on top of the Titanic.
Like, I love the angles that they have everything at, and in almost every shot, the monsters are present in one way, shape, or form. So they're not completely cutting away from the monsters. Like, look at this shot right here. It's so good.
That's cool.
No, you're right.
Kong's all
It's
like,
a good
"Croaky, I
shot."
caught myself a croak here.
Not a fan
And
of
look,
CG here.
wait,
It looks a little video game.
I'm still counting. 10 seconds.
And
13
Tyler
seconds.
kicked them out.
15 seconds. We still haven't come back to the humans yet. This is amazing.
Is it just
So this thing has rolled
now we have.
like multiple times, and everybody's just all right. Like,
I can tell
It's
you
like, whoa,
from being in the
that was a
Navy
ride.
right now that ship would have capsized already.
yes.
I like the shot. That shot of Kong is great.
I
That's
know.
beautiful.
But again, throw logic out the window.
That's
And you
beautiful.
have to.
Okay, I do like this
It's
little thing
coming
where he
back
starts
around,
throwing the
Chief!
jets. I do like when he throws the jets at Godzilla. It's kind of funny. It's like throwing rocks at it.
Okay, this is where
this
this
bothers
is
me.
funny.
How?
He's like Donkey Kong.
The boat just doesn't move. How?
Now,
Just
if you
like
excuse me,
completely
I'm
ignore physics.
I'm just gonna go put my brain in a jar over here.
Okay, this shot is incredible.
I do like with the jet fighter. It's like Maverick.
Okay, right here. I do like this right here when he throws the jets at the.
That's awesome.
At Godzilla's dorsal fins.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait! I'm just 2 days for retirement. No! He just throws Maverick at him.
Right.
And he just cut to Tom Cruise going. Ah!
I guess this is a shameful plug. Speaking of Maverick, Mark and I are going to be doing a look back of Top Gun next month.
Okay, here we go. First, the best punch ever.
Oh.
The punch from around the world.
Shit! Love that punch.
Okay.
Oh.
How is it with a creature with hands that small, with enough force? Never mind.
Who cares? It's freaking awesome. Kong, I love how Kong just keeps right hooking the fucker. I love it.
Yes. Get the fuck off my boat.
And now here's the Die Hard moment. Die Hard.
Yes, Die Hard moment right here. But how is it that Kong knows what's about?
Kong's just like, uh-oh.
That was a Die Hard moment.
Give me Kanye, motherfucker!
Holy.
Like, for real, how does Kong know what's about to happen?
Yeah.
Because
He's
one,
never faced Godzilla.
according to the lore that Legendary has put out through the comic books and the movies and the books themselves, Kong has never seen, met, or heard Godzilla, ever. So how the hell did he knew that was coming to jump off the ship? Sorry.
Animal instinct.
Okay. I mean, if you want to think it that way.
Honestly, here, I want to add the Sonic Can't Breathe music.
I just want to add. I mean, if it was Animal Instinct, then Kong would know that he's at a major disadvantage when he's underwater.
Yeah.
It's literally Sonic, like the music.
Look, here's what I would have done to make the script a little better, is that Kong should have taken a hit from the atomic blast first. So then next time he knows to like, oh shit, let me get out of the way. That would have make this movie a little better.
I would have appreciated, like little things like that. Like that would have, I would have appreciated that and been like, okay, that makes sense.
It's like, come on, Kong, we're gonna go find Nemo.
And explain to me, how does depth charges only disorientate Godzilla?
And the boat doesn't rock. Yeah.
And how does the boat not rock? And how did they Godzilla was so deep. Where were the depth charges? Oh my god, this movie doesn't make any fucking sense. All of this looks good. I'm not gonna lie, it looks fantastic. Doesn't make any sense.
I do like that. I do like that little added detail when he comes out of the water. He doesn't just come out. He actually pukes up water.
Wild Man. We're still friends, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
No, actually, let's do a fan edit of this scene, but add the song "Somewhere Beyond the Sea."
Okay, so here's another thing. So we're just gonna play dead, shut everything off, kind of hope our problem goes away, which it does, but.
But here's hang on, no. That actually makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is the fact that they were worried about Godzilla sensing Kong. Kong is still alive. Why would Godzilla care if the boats are down? Like if all the power's out, whatever. He's supposed to be coming for Kong. So which is it? Is he coming for the military or is he coming for Kong?
Because maybe Kong is playing dead.
He's not. He even looks directly at Godzilla, and Godzilla looks at him.
We are 47 minutes and 3 seconds.
I love this shot of Godzilla. That is a nice shot. I do like that shot.
Jared Osborne.
They lock eyes right there, so he knows he's not dead.
Well, he's probably just saying, just stay out of my way. That's the last time I leave you alive.
So like for those who don't know, and I don't know if this is in the book, but in the spoiler leaks that I read like 2 years ago, the reason why Godzilla came after Kong was because someone from Apex snuck an orca onto the ship, which drew Godzilla to them and caused Godzilla and Kong to fight. Not because Godzilla just randomly came.
Yeah,
that's so much better.
That does make sense.
Two things about Kong
Do you
here.
still have
say.
that script, Adam, or did you just read it and forget about it?
I don't remember where I put it on my PC. However, me and Zimzilla did a live stream where we went over everything. It's like almost 2 hours long. We went over every single detail.
Okay.
Two things about Kong in that scene here. One, the way he was laying down reminded me of the dead Kong from the '76 remake that they had built for the end of the movie next to the World Trade Center Plaza. Second of all, when the girl's like going, thank you, how many people were expecting Kong to just lay there and it was just going to show him give a thumbs up?
I would have appreciated it more.
I'm good. I'm okay.
See, I like this dude's character a lot. I just hate the way that... I hate the script. I hate like the way that these characters are written, the dialogue they're given, but there's just so much potential for that one guy, and then the rest of this just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know.
They're all talented. Like Julian Dennison was great in Deadpool. Millie Bobby
Yeah.
Brown in as 11.
Stranger Things.
And then
Yeah.
Tyree Henry was great in Walking Dead, even though I don't like Walking Dead, but
He's great in Atlanta.
Yeah.
If you've ever watched that show, Atlanta,
Yes, I remember that
he's
show,
the
yes.
best thing about that show.
Alexander Skarsgård, phenomenal actor, and Rebecca Hall was also in that movie with Ben Affleck. The Town.
Yeah.
Like they're all like legit. It's just the script and the way they're written. Like it baffles me because Skull Island was a damn near perfect monster movie. And
Yes.
this, like, what happened?
But freaking Michael Bay came in and wrote the script.
Big Jack, you have a question in the chat.
Should we save that until that part of the movie comes up?
Yeah, let's wait.
No, it's nothing that Matt doesn't already know. So Osiris the God says,
Yeah, you guys are good.
What do you think of GVK's Mechagodzilla in terms of design, build up, compared to his other incarnations, including Ready Player One?
I
actually
like it. It's very no. It reminds me more of like Mechanicon with its like almost construction arm. Like it's more like it was made for like construction equipment. But from what I heard, Adam Wingard did base the design on some of the Decepticons from the Michael Bay Transformers movies. But what I do like is there's moments where this thing is literally the frickin' Dragon Zord, and it's awesome.
Me personally, I wasn't too wild about this design. I really like the Ready Player One a lot more. I mean, I'm always gonna love the G70. Mechagodzilla 1974 will always be my favorite, no matter what.
Yeah, like I love Showa Mechagodzilla.
Okay, so Jared Osborne, thanks for coming in, buddy. He's saying, question for everybody: what do you guys think of this Mechagodzilla design in particular?
I do like it. It's different. It's a nice update. However, I personally think they should have just used the Ready Player One design, since that was a lot closer to the original Mechagodzilla design. Not saying that this design is bad, but I think I would have preferred that design over this design.
Well, I heard rumors about this, but when Steven and the crew, production design, were doing Ready Player One, they knew they were going to have Mechagodzilla in Ready Player One. They actually did go to Legendary to say, hey, you guys have any early designs for this character if you ever use them? And they said yes, and they said, can we borrow it for Ready Player One? And that's what apparently they did. So the Mechagodzilla in Ready Player One was almost a prototype design for the one we see eventually here.
Well, it was also designed by the same person. Like I forget his name, but he recently posted on Twitter.
Okay, I have another gripe. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
He recently posted on Twitter that that they wanted him to design Mechagodzilla again, but for this film because of the good reaction Mechagodzilla and Ready Player One got.
Did we just ruin it for Matt? Because this is his first time seeing it. Did you know that Mechagodzilla was going to be in it?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Yep.
But I think that's what makes the design cool is that it's basically what I love about each design is that each incarnation is different and we all have our favorites. Like, I mean, I love the 74 design. I'm not much for the Heisei design. I think it's too goofy and big and everything. I love Kiryu. I love the hell out of Kiryu.
Yes.
And then Ready Player One was okay. Did not like the anime trilogy version. That was horrendous.
Okay, I'm done talking about Mechagodzilla right now. I want to talk about why the hell they have anti-gravity machines floating skull crawlers, and then they have Kong in a fucking net.
Because King Kong versus Godzilla reference.
King Kong escapes
Makes
as well.
No.
The net's got that good arch support. That back support.
No, but seriously.
Okay. That King Kong was able to sit still the whole time, sedated in air, and then the moment they conveniently drop him, he wakes up.
Like none of this. This is what I'm talking about. Why this movie is terrible. Nothing makes sense. Like at any point, he would have moved. Even just look. Hey, I'm scratching my ass like I did at the very beginning of the movie. Would have made all the helicopters crash into each other. Like.
Well, Adam, it's King Kong and snow. We've never seen that before, and I love how this is pretty much the best remake of Yeti Giant in the 20th century I've ever seen.
Big Jack, Mr. Kong expert, I believe we saw Kong and snow in Peter Jackson's 2005 movie when he was floating around on the ice with.
Right.
Yeah. So we did see Kong and snow before. This is
this is still the best. This is still the best remake of Yeti Giant in the 20th century I've ever seen.
Actually, I was kind of thinking Blizzard from Primal Rage, just a smidge. If he
yes! Where's that movie?
Primal Rage was an amazing video game, and it deserves a remake.
No, it deserves a movie. Warner Brothers, get the same people who's doing the Mortal Kombat movie to make Primal Rage.
No, wait until the movie comes out.
First. We need the game.
Get Guillermo del Toro to do Primal Rage. Then we'll talk.
Or they do a Primal Rage movie. It's a sequel to Rampage with Dwayne Johnson. And now you have more monsters that can kick the shit out of Godzilla.
Jared Osborne
against me and my best friend George, who's a rare albino gorilla.
Jared Osborne in the chat says, guys, how many references to Evangelion would you say are in Godzilla vs. Kong?
I mean, it's kind of hard to say because Evangelion is a huge Ultraman reference.
The thing is like I'm not too sure how to answer that. Cause I don't know about that. Because it's weird. Well, it's funny too, cause like apparently this is actually pretty crazy. But when from what I heard, Guillermo del Toro, when he was working on The Hobbit in New Zealand, he had actually stumbled across the pitched concept art that Weta had done for an Evangelion movie, and apparently that's where he got the idea to do Pacific Rim.
Oh, okay.
So classic human move. I just want to point this out again. Not only are the humans lying to a giant creature, they're getting a kid to lie to the giant creature.
Yeah, fully.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Also, somebody brought this up with the whole, we brought this up with the Atlantean thing. The whole movie is just Atlantis the Lost Empire.
Tell him that they have Baskin-Robbins coupons.
Also, how the hell did they not call this the Super X? Why didn't they call this the Super X?
Because they're not the Super X. The Super X doesn't have anti-gravity capability.
It looks like the Super X.
It does look like the Super X. It's like they copy, cut, and pasted.
You mean it's like they stole it like everything else Hollywood does? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I'm sorry. Listen. We went from G 2014, which was like straight up military stuff, and then now we're 2 movies later. We're like super futuristic.
It would have been more realistic. It would have been more realistic if they were just riding giant mecha Gameras.
Yeah, someone in the chat earlier mentioned they want to see Gamera in the MonsterVerse. I forgot who it was.
That would be the only way to top this, I think.
Yeah, but
because I mean they never fought before.
Yeah, I think that'd be huge, but it's just getting the not to mention they're gonna have to get the rights to Godzilla again. They'd have to get
and they have to establish Gamera in the MonsterVerse.
I would like to know how they know that going 1,000 miles in 2 seconds inverts gravity. Like, where is this law of physics at? Like,
oh yeah. I also want to warn people while we have this like 20-second delay. If you have epilepsy, you may want to turn away for like a good minute because the scene that's coming up is bit sensitive on the senses.
With your warning.
Oh no, it's the fucking chocolate factory, the tunnel.
No, I was gonna say this is so okay. You have obviously a nod to 2001. Why not use that music that you used in the Godzilla trailers?
Is the way we're going,
dude? I love watching everybody on screen right now. Y'all just
the danger must be growing.
At least we know we're all safe. Okay, so Hollow Earth. How come
it's turning to the center of the Earth?
Shouldn't it be pitch black? Because there's no.
Where's the sunlight coming from? I don't understand.
Oh well, I mean, like judging by that map that they kind of showed at Dr. Lin's office, I assume like. I know. Well, I mean, again, logic's all out the window here. It's like the core of the Earth, which I mean, if it actually was the core of the Earth, everything would be on fire. Nothing exists.
Yeah, completely.
No, well, think about it. The King of the Monsters. The only logic I could explain is that if King of the Monsters can establish Atlantis, then why not establish Journey to the Center of the Earth?
I mean, it's all ridiculous, but I mean, you have vegetation in here. You've got, you've got clouds. You've got like sunlight. Like, where's it all coming from?
It's Jules Verne logic. I mean, at this
it would have been better if they said it was like a different dimension or something. It's like,
yes, agreed.
Like, act like none of us have ever been to elementary school.
No. It's Looney Tune Land from Space Jam.
And like, here's the other thing too. Like, the land, like, how this is where none of this makes any sense. How could these animals even survive correctly? There's land on top and bottom, and both sides have its own gravitational pull.
Right.
So like, if you jump too high at some point, you're gonna fall up and die, or if you jump down, you'll fall. Like, this doesn't.
Hey, no, what it is? No, what I realized.
Don't think. Too? Remember, guys, don't use your brains.
I just realized too.
Yeah, you gotta put your brain in a jar.
Yeah.
This whole
just
thing
like
is
Frankenstein. Just stick the brain in a jar and enjoy the movie.
No, I just realized this is just Pandora.
No,
that would have been a cool crossover.
Yeah.
Congo and Pandora, that would be kind of cool.
Yo, my dude Chase Smithers just said, I'd love to see Baragon versus Megalon battle underground in the Hollow Earth in the future movie. Don't say that in front of Godzilla Gamer 77.
Well, I mean, think about it. They could establish the Seatopians in the Hollow Earth, and then they can bring in Megalon.
Yeah.
At this point, you might as well establish that somewhere in like South America, you might as well establish Conan Doyle's The Lost World while you're at it. That would be cool if they could establish dinosaurs existing, like a kaiju-sized dinosaurs in the Lost World.
Hey, the lovely Cindy Lou Withers is here. Is this Jurassic Park now?
Well, I was gonna say,
her guess is as good as ours.
She was here. Awesome. Thanks for.
Well, I mean, you gotta give credit to all the scenes here in this movie on the Shuttlecrafts, because now it's just a Universal Studios ride.
Okay,
how did I know he was gonna eat his head?
Johnny Gallagher.
It's like, enjoy Godzilla versus Kong the ride, only at Universal Studios, Florida.
Yo, Jack, you got
rips his head off, and this part is awesome.
I love that. Just for the taste of it. Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I mean, yo. So Osiris.
So for those who,
sorry.
This is probably the most realistic scene in the whole movie, because for those who don't know and haven't studied animal behavior, whenever an ape or something does like kill something, they usually do quarter it and eat it and share it with other, like chimps do this all the time, gorillas do this all the time. So that's like the most realistic part of this whole freaking movie is when Kong eats. Hey, look, it's Bidensaurus. I'm just saying.
Also known as Doug.
Okay, so I was trying to get the chat here because he's asked this a couple of times here. He says, so Osiris the God says to Big Jack, can you show the production shirt you received from behind the scenes group from
Okay,
JK?
so I might as well come out now. So this shirt I'm wearing is actually a production shirt from the Australia shoot of this movie. And it was gifted to me by the production crew, who had sent it to me because one of the casting directors, who was a parent of a friend of mine, had offered, had told me, "Why aren't you down here? We're shooting this movie. We could have gotten you a flight and gotten you a cameo in this." And I said to them, "I just don't have the time right now." So they sent this to me as a gift, as a thank you. So a lot of people who were working on the Australia crew knew who I was. They were watching my videos and they said, "Oh, dude, we could have gotten this guy in the movie."
Cool.
So that's how that came about. Also, yeah, King Kong can fly.
Monkey jump. I actually really like this Genesis.
It's
bit
Funky
here.
Kong.
It's a flying King Kong.
Have you guys ever played Donkey Kong Country? Remember, like, the underwater levels?
Oh my god! Can somebody re-edit this scene with that music? Please, somebody re-edit the scene with that music.
Oh, Jay. So,
I love that music for the underwater levels.
Yeah, shout out to David Wise.
Jay, one of the tracks that I sometimes play in the background of my videos is actually actually sampled like that little track from Donkey Kong Country.
Nice. Man, speaking of Donkey Kong Country, I wanted to post this today, but I didn't have time. But talk about a game over screen that like traumatized me as a kid.
Oh my god!
See the Donkey Kong Country game over screen. All you know,
I just got sad whenever I look at that.
So gut wrenching. Seeing Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong with like black eyes and like,
oh, that freaked me out.
Like this is like. Man, that was a torturous game over screen.
That is one of the greatest trilogy games of all time. I'm just gonna say that right now, Donkey Kong Country.
Yes.
I freaking love those games. Oh, gotta have that Marvel joke.
And also, Osiris the God also says he wants you to post that picture and put it on a community post on YouTube.
Yeah, I might consider that.
Adam.
Oh God.
We put Adam to sleep.
I thought we were watching a King Kong versus Godzilla movie watch party thing.
I'm with you.
Can we stick on topic a little bit?
Somebody did bring up that there is some nods to Evangelion. There's one bit that is a huge nod to Evangelion.
Really?
There's one line.
Yeah, the
that is a nod.
part where Kong's jumping from ship to ship. Like,
that's right. That's exactly like the episode Asuka Strikes, where Heavy Unit 2's jumping like through like on top of the carriers there. Wow, I feel like I read that somewhere but completely forgot it. That's on me.
Now, there's a line in this movie that is a direct nod to Evangelion.
Which one is it?
It'll be revealed later.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so Matt.
New types.
No, I'll say this.
I forgot. Hey, can we engage in the drift system? Is this a two-person or a one-pilot machine? What the hell?
He's piloted by a virtual boy. He's piloting it with a virtual boy, the thing from Sword Art Online. Or PS Vita, PlayStation VR. Okay, that's cool. I'm sorry. That's amazing.
Dumbest line in the movie.
No, it's Mecha.
That's Mecha Godzilla.
I was just about to say that, and then at that point it's like, damn you, Godzilla. You are mistaken if you think your powers are a match for Mecha Godzilla.
No, it's Nano.
Like, okay.
Could somebody please add the 70s music? Bum, bum, bum.
I would actually really like that.
Missed opportunity. Hell, I would have even taken the Heisei theme.
I love his reaction, though, like when he sees these things.
I will say this. At first, I wasn't a fan of the Mechagodzilla design, but seeing it in action, I started to like it more.
It's the Dragon Zord.
And when people started to compare it to Bayformers, like that's a bad thing, I started to love it even more.
Right, no, what was one? Adam Wingard said it was based on one certain Decepticon. I think it was it Devastator? It was the one with like the tentacles in the third one.
It did have a name, but it was Shockwave's like thing that he piloted.
Yeah, because seriously, Mechagodzilla in this movie could belong to like a Decepticon.
Or maybe it's a mini Tripticon.
I'll say this too, like I love how, because it's kind of established that something like there's some relation to another kaiju in this movie, because I know Matt hasn't seen this, but the whole thing is that there's I feel like when Godzilla encounters at some point this character, it's a nod to sort of Transformers 4 when Optimus did fight Galvatron, and he's like, when I look into his eyes.
Whoa, we got a Review Roulette podcast sighting in the chat. Laura is here.
Hey. What's up?
How's it going, Laura?
Laura's going to be on our show on May 6th, so that should be awesome.
Right on, looking forward to it.
I got to shout out the Review Roulette podcast. I've been on there a couple times. So has Matt Farden. We have so much fun.
Yeah, they're great. Had a really good time when we were on.
Look, it makes sense. They activate the Orca, and Godzilla comes. It makes sense. Oh my god.
Did anybody else notice that Mechagodzilla's eyes are very similar to the Saiyan pods from Dragon Ball Z?
No.
They kind of look like the Saiyan pods.
I want to say this earlier about. Good night, Paul.
Good night, Paul. Thanks for stopping in.
Bye, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
I wanted to say this earlier about the character of Walter Simmons. I really like how his character is basically Doctor Who from King Kong Escapes, who is played by the legendary Hideo Yamamoto, who's a beloved Japanese actor, and the fact that his character is basically a big shout out to Hideo Yamamoto. I cannot get mad at that. Like that's mad
he's dubbed by Paul Frees. Like, this movie is almost a combination of three films. King Kong vs. Godzilla, King Kong Escapes, and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla.
Yep, it is.
The Kong is through the ice, you big idiot!
Those movies you just mentioned are 1,000 times better.
The Kong did through the ice, you idiot!
And also, I just wanted to shout out the Review Roulette podcast one more time, too, is that if you listen to their Godzilla vs. Kong review, if you want to talk about hearing a fan have a heartbreak, like, on a podcast, listen to that. You can hear the sound of a heartbreak. I'm sorry, Laura, I felt your pain when you reviewed that movie.
Now, okay, here's the thing. I get he's called King Kong. The fact that they took that so goddamn literally by giving this motherfucker a throne, I was laughing my ass off.
Honestly.
So this is Outworld.
Yep. This dovetails right into the Mortal Kombat movie.
No, he's in the land of Mordor. Or no, he's in Darkness's lair from Legend. When's Tim Curry gonna show up?
Oh.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, we should have watched that instead.
That's a great movie.
I'm just waiting for Reptile to show up, and then there's that sick voiceover.
And here he's just Kong right here is literally just all like, I have the power! He-Man! Yeah, what's going on with that movie? Are they still working on Masters of the Universe?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Because the guy that's playing Atom Smasher in Black Adam was supposed to be He-Man. So I don't think that's in the works now, unless he's doing it after. But I haven't heard anything about it.
No,
but I'll be honest, I do have a soft spot for the Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe movie. Freaking love that film.
Kevin Smith is doing a He-Man cartoon.
Yeah, I
right.
For Netflix.
Well, it's weird how Adam Wingard, his next project, I think, is Thundercats,
Mark
right?
Hamill is Skeletor.
Yes!
Ooh.
Nice.
All right.
Yes!
I'm surprised you guys didn't know that. They announced that like a year ago.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for, I want to actually see what Adam Wingard does with Thundercats.
I was waiting for.
Yeah, apparently, like he's been writing that script since he was in high school.
Yeah, I didn't like that cartoon as a kid. I have no interest in seeing anything Adam Wingard touches again. Just saying.
Yeah, like I'm with you. I didn't even want to watch this because I saw Death Note and I was like, nah.
I didn't mind.
You guys aren't excited for Death Note 2, which is still happening?
They need to revive the anime. I would watch that.
I believe they actually did come out with with a sort of like one-shot continuation that takes place several years after the original manga.
Right.
It might be by the same creator, but there's also a movie called Death Note: Light Up the New World that was made in Japan. It takes place 10 years after the two live-action Shusuke Kaneko Death Note movies.
Gotcha.
Shusuke Kaneko being the same director of GMK and the Gamera trilogy, which I believe I recommended those to you, Mark. Those are very good.
All right, couple questions in the chat here for everybody. Donnie, I'm gonna butcher his name, but Donnie in the chat says, "How about the Blob in the MonsterVerse?"
How about the Blob?
I would love to see a Blob remake. I'm not saying in the MonsterVerse, but I would love to see a Blob remake. I don't know if you guys are a fan of the Blob. Adam, wake up! If you guys are a fan of the Blob. I wish I could just like grab something and just throw it at him.
I'll say this too.
That's a massive alpaca there.
I'll say this too. The whole movie is covered in neon lights. I keep expecting to want to jump in and play laser tag. It just looks like a laser tag arena.
I don't know about you, but it kind of reminds me of Tron Legacy, which I should really watch instead of this.
So side note, I feel like Adam's screen right now should be our thumbnail for this for this episode.
Well, again, they bring up the Nero link and how they connect to Mechagodzilla. That is a nod to Evangelion.
Actually,
the whole Nero link thing.
I'll remember. 1 hour, 14 minutes into the movie, we're gonna screen cap.
We need it.
And then that'll be our thumbnail for this watch party.
Okay, this stuff with Godzilla attacking Hong Kong is great. Like, it's well shot. It's right out of Destroya. Like, this is right out of Destroya.
Yes. Okay, so Jared Osborne's asking us also what do we think about the King Kong anime show coming to Netflix?
I would watch that.
I'm super looking forward to it, honestly.
Let's see what
I think we should stay on topic with GVK because we keep getting off topic and not talking about this crappy ass movie enough.
I'm trying to cover the blemishes, man.
I'll say this with the Kong anime. Let's see what happens because I have had to watch now 3 King Kong animated series and they're all fucking horrible. Let's see what happens. I want to see the quality of content. I'm expecting Castlevania levels of good quality anime.
Let me ask whoever asked that question in chat about the anime, right? So we can stay on topic. When are we going to get real technology that'll allow us to mine something several 100,000 miles away and then just replicate it digitally? Can someone explain to me that? Like what they're about to do right here in this movie? Because this don't make any sense either.
It's simple, Adam, because it's Avatar.
It's not Avatar.
What? It's Atlantis the Lost Empire.
No, it's not.
Because, we're going to go on this secret expedition. Surprise, we lied. It's all for all this crap.
And for everybody, like, everything else that I want to add, like, everybody said that it was Atlantis, the king of the monsters, and then they were saying, they're going to be in Atlantis in this movie. That's not Atlantis. That wasn't Atlantis. Atlantis is not in the MonsterVerse. Sorry. It's just not. Explain this.
I also want to correct you, Jack. Gundam had Psycho frames before Evangelion.
Okay, yeah, well, you know what I mean? It's literally...
I get what you're talking about, though.
There is a line coming up that is a direct nod to Evangelion.
Okay, so...
But this stuff's cool.
This problem here. Okay.
I know what you're about to get into.
I'm firing the laser!
Okay, so blasting a hole into the earth.
No, he's digging a hole from China. That's the joke. Dig a hole to China.
Okay.
He's in Hong Kong, dude.
Well, Hong Kong is part of China.
So he's not digging to China.
On who you ask.
He's digging from China.
Man.
Yeah, now it's all like, oh, well, we're Avatar. We're the bad corporation.
There is one cool little detail that I thought was interesting in this whole scene, was that when the whole thing lights up blue around that pillar, there's lots of axes. Not just the one that he picks up. There's spears and axes lying around that blue stuff.
Well, did you also notice that
where did the Kongs learn how to make those weapons?
The battery that powers Mechagodzilla is basically
if they know
unobtainium.
sign languages, Adam, they know how to build weapons.
But who taught them? They didn't know how to do sign language unless someone taught them. This is why I think for the MonsterVerse, not only did they go with the Hollow Earth theory, but they should have went with ancient aliens. That would have made so much more sense in this movie on why these creatures had fights, why they had rivalries, why they know about this stuff. Who made all of this lair that he's in? They didn't make that. Come on.
I mean, it sounds like they left a lot. I mean, from what you guys were talking about earlier, it sounds like that script kind of filled in a lot of those gaps, and they just didn't go with any of it.
Here's the line. Shut up. Here's the line. Here's the line.
Typical WB fashion.
Here's the line. Here's the line. Coming up. Get in the goddamn chair. It's basically Shinji, get in the goddamn robot.
Well, I mean, it can also be Amuro get to the Gundam.
Well, I think it's more because of the meme with Evangelion saying get in the goddamn robot.
I know, and again, Ava in itself is a huge reference to Ultraman and classic mecha.
But no, I was gonna say, Adam, they need unobtainium to power Mechagodzilla. This whole thing is just Avatar. Oh, and also, I love how Mitch McConnell makes a cameo in this movie. Somebody pointed out on Twitter that these bad things look like Mitch McConnell.
Oh my god, why did you have to say that? Now I hate the movie even more.
Well, I always saw Mitch.
Oh
I always
my god,
thought.
dude, the oh my god, dude.
No, I was gonna say
these humans look pretty delicious.
I was gonna say, the thing is, Mitch McConnell to me always was basically a robot with Jimmy Stewart's dead skin and voice box.
Okay, here we go. So, okay.
So
they went
all right, go ahead.
Vortex, but Godzilla just blasts a hole straight up.
And it's like they could just walk out of there if they wanted to.
So I have a question as a newbie.
Okay, I actually like this bit here.
So, all right. So Godzilla, like when he breathes this fire or whatever, isn't that's like pure radiation, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I right about
hang
that?
on, no. In the MonsterVerse, we don't know what the hell that is.
We don't know what it is.
Apparently, it's not just radiation. He's always had this
Meanwhile, on the
ability.
King Kong ride at Universal Studios.
In the Japanese versions of Godzilla, yes, it's radiation. In MonsterVerse, we don't know what the hell it is.
It's
I was
fire.
gonna say, like
fire.
being that close to Godzilla doing that, like, wouldn't like the human characters have like these very serious residual effects?
And guess what?
Wouldn't it be like Chernobyl, basically?
It's
like
dragon fire. So that means that Kong is holding an axe named Dragon Blast.
You really need to quit defending Hollywood in these stupid ass movies they're making.
Well, because,
yes, you're right. 100% Mark, in the spirit of what Godzilla is and what he was supposed to be.
Right.
Even in the 1954 movie, people have severe radiation burns and sickness and stuff from Godzilla just being around. So like Kong should be like dying from radiation poisoning as he's fighting Godzilla. The humans shouldn't even be able to get close to him.
Right.
Like you're 100% right. It's like nothing about the MonsterVerse makes sense at all.
Also,
like,
who has a flip phone in 2020?
Well,
honestly.
people who well, people who don't want to be tracked because your smartphone and stuff. There are conspiracy theorists that still
Right. Oh fuck! I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like if you didn't realize, the whole reason why Edward Snowden got exiled out of America was because he told us how the CIA was using our own cell phones against us to spy on us.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we still use them.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out Nick Fitkins in the chat. Thanks for coming in, man. Hey, Joel's still here.
Oh, so it is laser
Joel
tag.
and Cole are still here. All right, so King Kong.
And then this right here.
To Hong Kong, and God knows how long it took him to do it.
No, it was almost instantaneous. Like he jumped down. I don't understand the gravity.
Down, but he climbs back up. No problem.
Godzilla's looking dummy thick there.
The more I watch this movie, the more stuff I dislike about it.
Guys, who cares? Just
I do
enjoy
love the color
visuals.
grading on this, though.
No, Big Jack, you gotta stop with that. Who cares? People who like to use their brain. That's who cares.
And yes,
I don't care. I'm enjoying the shit out of this stuff.
I don't know if you guys heard of it.
Sorry, I really like this fight.
Yeah.
It's entertaining, okay? This is entertaining.
And there's a moment here where we're all, I guarantee, there's a moment here where we're all like, he did the thing! He did the thing!
Oh,
they did the thing!
Kong with that Superman punch.
Oh, I love that. That's a Bane punch, actually, from Dark Knight Rises.
I do get pleasure seeing Kong whip the crap out of Godzilla.
Love this shot. Oh, I love that.
This is full
right
on.
here.
Here it is! Point to
He did the thing! He did the thing! They did the thing!
By the way, that was in the spoilers too.
Who cares? They did the thing!
So, Mark, in case the reason what you're wondering is that it was a reference to the first Godzilla vs. King Kong, where King Kong stuffs the tree in Godzilla's mouth.
Oh, okay, got you.
Eat your fucking vegetables!
I just realized.
I am enjoying this fight though. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like
this is really good.
I just realized that earlier. Kong did a Captain Kirk double fist punch against Godzilla.
Yeah.
Just add the Star Trek music.
Okay, I really like this bit here where Godzilla is shooting his atomic breath like all throughout Hong Kong, kind of like shitting Godzilla, and Kong's just leaping buildings
I love this. I'm sorry. I love that.
I hate that. I hate the laugh. I hate it. That was the stupidest thing that this movie did, was that stupid laugh. I don't care if you like it. I think it's stupid, all right?
Kong's coming up a building like he normally does, and Godzilla's like, oh, no, you don't.
Stupid. I don't know the ass scratching or the... I hate both of it.
Now, who here had vibes to, like, right here is all this is pure Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was like Back to the Future, the ride, da 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 da. Hold on, everybody! We're going to fight Biff!
I just want to point something out. Should it have been the sound effect of him doing his atomic breath and not roaring? Like, how is he roaring and shooting?
Yep, thank you, Titan. Thank you, Davis.
Like, that's always the
The discus thrower.
Damn, that right there is that's
okay, I love this.
Trailer shot.
That's awesome. Kong's just like, fuck you! Well, I'll give him credit. He did something that Thor didn't do. He aimed for the head.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything. Like, what did it do? Because they just did this massive explosion and nothing happened.
It's magnet.
I wish it chopped Godzilla's head off.
Yeah, or at least gave him a cut or something, but it didn't do
some kind of damage would be cool.
Yeah.
All I know is he's opening the real estate market.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, I'll take that one under the axe right there. What's that, $1? Okay.
No, just cut to Tim Eric. It's free real estate. It's free real estate.
The good news is, from this point forward, the movie really flies by, so that means we're almost done.
Yeah, we're 127 in, so there's only barely a half hour left. And Mark's just like, yes. He's like,
I'll say this,
dude. Mark, props to Mark. Mark's being a champ right now. Do you understand how much he hated
Mark.
this movie? And then he didn't want to be here, but it shows how much he loves.
No, hold on. It's not that I don't want to be here because I really enjoy having you guys on here. Like this is fun right here. The movie itself, though, not a big fan of it. You know what I mean?
Bro, I've been falling asleep this entire time.
I'll say this: if I was rewriting the scene, I would be a bit more self-aware and just have them be like, oh, let me guess. Is this the part where you're going to reveal your master diabolical plan? Here, let me play some evil villain music. And he just presses his phone and just plays some evil villain stock music.
And I feel like Wild Band's like ready to like strangle all of us for like saying all this.
You've been quiet for a while, man. Like,
love this. Right out of all Kong, just on the building. Love it.
I've just been like watching.
I love how he tosses
Are you just watching it, or are you like really like pissed off at us all for like trashing this movie?
Oh, there are times the shots are like there's some great shots in this. I love this. That's beautiful. Just panning around the city, showing the monsters fight. Classic Godzilla, right there.
This is where Kong just gets obliterated.
I have a terrible joke, but I'm afraid to make it.
Another thing is, man, up until this point, Godzilla never moved that fast.
Fuck it, I'll say it.
I really like Godzilla's little alligator crawl here.
I'll say this.
All right.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Let me just say something from like a human fighter's perspective. Godzilla has a much shorter reach than Kong. Like, how is he able to like use his like arms to best Kong? Like, wouldn't it make more sense for him to use his tail, to use like other parts of to use the spine, like the other parts of his body that actually make sense?
I love this.
To have an advantage where Kong would actually like have the longer reach.
Well, he did. He did use his tail. Like in this whole sequence right here, he used his tail. He used his mouth several times. Like he was biting most of the time with his mouth. He even used his feet right here to crush his chest, which causes Kong to end up like.
But in this particular takedown, he actually used his arms more than he used anything else. And like that kind of took me out of it, because it's like, number one, like how, like Jay said earlier, how would he get the force? Because like in order for you to actually have any kind of power in your punches, you either have to use your lower body to torque, or you have to draw back really far, and he can't do either one. So how is he able to knock Kong out like that? I mean, of course I'm using like.
Well, he doesn't. His hands don't knock him out, right? What causes Kong to crash onto the ground? If you go back and like, you probably don't want to go back and watch it. I've watched this scene several times, but what causes Kong to fall to the ground initially is he does hit him with his tail, and that's what causes Kong to fall to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he does his little alligator crawl.
And also the fact that Godzilla bit his foot, so Kong's probably limping a little bit.
Well, at that point, you know, like when you see Godzilla throw Kong in the building, he's dislocated his shoulder at that point. And then Godzilla comes lunging at him, and Kong gets up, and Godzilla goes crashing into the building. When he pulls away from the building, at the same time, and this is like the bad part of the cinematography of this movie, the tail does hit Kong, throws him on the ground, and Godzilla gator crawls all over him. But I agree with you, like the hands.
I love that moment when Kong.
Everybody in the chat during that Scream session was just saying, "Save Mothra."
I was gonna say, when Godzilla takes off and Kong's on the ground, he tries to get back up and like kind of tumbles back. I just imagine the line that Raphael says in the first Ninja Turtles: "Come back here! I'm not finished with you!" Damn!
And here we go, the doomsday of the movie.
If God cannot kill him, the devil will do it.
Like, but I totally get where you're coming from, Mark. And I had the same, like, when I first watched these fight scenes, I was like, how? But I actually did go back and
and really
pay really close attention, and I was like, okay, it all kind of does actually make sense how it all went down. But the problem is the lighting and the camera angles and stuff. You don't see it unless you're really paying attention.
Unless you're really, I'm with you. That I appreciate that you like broke that down, because like just watching it right now, I'm like, I don't really buy it, but like.
Hey guys,
it doesn't make
put some thought into it.
But what's really cool and what people don't realize how Godzilla beat Kong, he didn't use his fire or anything. He literally crushed his chest. He
put his weight down on his chest.
On an elephant foot on your chest.
Yeah.
Can I just point out, guys? Can I just point out? I love the sound effects of Mechagodzilla in this movie. Like, I love the sound, because not just the fact that it's not just a Transformers nanobot going, it's actually going, like it's an old school robot. I love it.
Oh yeah, like I actually really dig this little Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla fight here.
Like, the sounds are awesome, but all I was thinking was, I call upon the power of Dragon Zord.
And see, like,
it is literally a Dragon Zord.
You want to talk about a little bit of realism too, again, Mark, with the fight scenes. Like, there's a lot of parts in this whole section where Godzilla's fighting Mechagodzilla, where Mechagodzilla uses rocket boosters and stuff like that to really throw his weight into Godzilla.
Yeah.
So
I love when Mild Bobby Brown, she's like, it's thinking for itself. Just cut to Arnold. Skynet has become self-aware. In 1 hour, it would launch a massive nuclear attack on its enemy.
Mark, just so you know, like in every movie that has Mechagodzilla in it, Godzilla gets his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
So keep that tradition where Mechagodzilla just pwns Godzilla. It's always been.
Oh, it's awesome.
I do like how his fist spins like that before he like punches him. That's like a cool little effect.
Come on, this is cool.
It's cool. Don't get me wrong. I don't like the design, but it's cool how Mechagodzilla uses his.
They're utilizing him really well.
It's also not to the classic show of Mechagodzilla where he also like spins his hands before firing rockets.
I need to see that.
It's also just a matter of like the reason Mechagodzilla beat his ass is because Godzilla spent all of his energy on Kong, so he's kind of tired out.
That's a good point too.
No, it's literally Final Fantasy logic or like a game logic where it's like, what happens when you run out of energy points? You can't really use your attacks, so you're kind of outmatched.
Well, also Mechagodzilla was designed,
to exploit his weaknesses and stuff.
I just want to point out something real quick. Johnny Gallagher in the chat says the idea of a Mechagodzilla going berserk because it was built from Ghidorah is incredible. They actually did a very similar thing in the manga adaptation of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, where because Mechagodzilla was built from Mecha King Ghidorah, it still has some of King Ghidorah's consciousness. Yeah. Which causes it to like go berserk from time to time.
So basically, it's Mechagodzilla 2 crossed with Kiryu.
Right. Which I mean, of course, that idea would be implemented for Kiryu. But instead of Ghidorah, it's the classic 1954 Godzilla.
Okay, I have a problem.
Whoa, with the password thing?
No, not well, what they do with the,
Yeah.
I'll say this, Kyle Chandler was wasted in this movie.
Yeah, they wasted him.
Well, they all were, I feel like.
This feels like a filler episode of an anime.
I mean, he was.
That's what it feels like. It's a filler episode.
Like, he was a heavy hitter in the last movie, and at the end, Serizawa gives him his notebook, like, passing the torch to him, and then he's, wasted in this movie. On top of that, Charles Dance's character, nowhere to be found, and he was in the post-credit scene, where was he
at during this whole... Do you think he sold Ghidorah's head to Apex? Or was he working for Apex the whole time, or...?
One of the two. Yeah, and they never explained that. Like I said, there was so much from, the last movie that they didn't carry over properly.
I'll say this, though. This coming up is pretty cool with Godzilla and Mechagodzilla. Here we go. Dragon Ball Z moment right here. Dragon Ball Z.
Beam the beam clash.
Yes.
From the original 1974 Mechagodzilla.
That or Dragon Ball Z. I just think Dragon Ball Z. That's awesome.
Cool.
And right
That
here,
was cool.
curse you, robot me!
Okay, I have a problem with this scene here. So they're gonna give the Kong the classic, 3, 2, 1, clear, shock him, whatever. Okay, so Alexander Skarsgård manages to get out of the ship, gets onto King Kong, runs off of King Kong, jumps off of King Kong into the ground, and then... Am I missing something?
Well, I mean, rather this than...
How was he able to get on the ground so fast? Off the ship?
Also, that totally should have blown a huge hole in Kong's chest there. It was already injured.
Would you rather prefer that or taking out his heart with a giant claw and replacing it with an artificial heart in King Kong Lives?
The latter, because I much prefer King Kong Lives, honestly.
I know, it's not a bad movie. It's a bad movie, but it's kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
I get some enjoyment out of King Kong Lives. Hashtag release it on Blu-ray.
I think the rumor is Shout Factory, if this does well, which it has, they might put out Lives next.
I wish they just put them out both together, personally.
Well, they had to make space for the extended cut. Like, I love Kong's reactions. You can pretty much do
I generally like Kong and the little girl.
She was the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
To me.
But it's more just about like his reactions are just like he's like, okay, I love this shot though. Just Kong putting up his fist, that shit's awesome. That was the best part of the trailer.
Yeah, relocates his shoulder.
Love that. He's ready to fight. I love it.
Oh yeah.
But coming up here, you'll notice this in this scene. You'll listen to the soundtrack. It is pretty much the theme to Man of Steel. But yeah, it's like, I love how Kong's just like, I don't like him, but fine.
Godzilla, literally.
Well, Hong Kong's getting ass fucked. Alright, right here, listen carefully. If you listen carefully, you will hear the Man of Steel theme very briefly.
And he's about to kill Godzilla.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Very Hans Zimmer.
He went from King Kong to Super Kong. I love that shot of Godzilla reacting like, huh. Come on, this is awesome!
It is.
Yeah.
Like I said, the fight's cool. The movie's not. The fights are.
Oh,
yeah. It's like, come on, buddy, let's work together!
Here's some WWE action.
BVS moment.
But better! Well, just fight-wise.
Again, King Kong's...
No, a fight's legit. I like this right here.
He literally went from King Kong to Super Kong. I love it. And right here, this is so Dragon Ball Z. Like, he's telling Godzilla, okay, hold him off for 5 minutes. I gotta get my axe. It's like, are you serious?
I mean, that reminds me of BVS like so much. Like, oh, there's a weapon here that can kill it.
Well, so yeah, the tail, pure Dragon Zord coming up. Like, look at that tail. I love the sound. Right here. Dragon Zord tail. That's pure Dragon Zord.
Yep. Okay, this. Oh. Okay, so defeat the ultimate weapon.
That shot of, like, I love how they took the whole "you saved me, why" but monkey bit, but reversed it.
Because alcohol solves everyone's problems.
And that's oral.
I love this here with Godzilla. Godzilla's looking at Kong. It's like, when he breathes his fire, it's like, hey, Kong, catch! Catch! Love it! Teamwork! Oh!
Now, if they destroy the terminal, how are they still seeing what's going on?
Because there's a big gap outside. I can see the fight. Oh, that's awesome! Oh!
Mortal Kombat fatality right here.
Decapitation! Oh! Let me actually
Here we go.
asshole.
Here we go.
The classic Sub-Zero fatality.
Yep, Sub-Zero.
Kong wins. Fatality. Oh, that shot's awesome. And afterwards, Kong's just like, okay, I'm
Shout out
done.
to
Yeah,
Max
like-
Christina. They ripped you off.
I do like one little detail I love with some of these city shots is that they show the helicopters flying by. That is a nice little attention to detail. Like that they show little helicopters flying by and, you know, it's like where they're reporting the scene and staying clear of the flight. That's pretty cool.
Shay, I think Adam just went to use the bathroom, I'm assuming.
Yeah, why does this also just feels like they're repeating the scene from 2014 where they're like all gathering their families?
Yeah, it's a Hollywood cliche.
But yeah, I love that when like Kong gets on top of them and Godzilla, they literally do the whole meme that's like, you saved me. Why? Monkey. But instead it's, dinosaur.
Just immediately like invites him onto the podcast.
Yeah.
It's like something we do.
It's Matt. Hey, you want to join our Monstrosities podcast? Now,
Okay, so I have no problem here. I would prefer the movie to end with them going one more round and cut the credits.
Oh yeah, like a lot like Hulk versus Wolverine.
Yes!
I would have done that.
Thank you.
I love Hulk
you
versus
know what?
Wolverine.
I think they took notes from Jurassic World, or like it's sort of like a gang thing where it's like they both look at each other like, "We cool, blood? Yeah, we cool. Peace out. We cool, bro."
I would have preferred them just go at it again and then cut.
One more time, yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't never, you know, even though Kong.
They never. Well, Kong kicked his ass like a couple times. Let's be honest.
I think it's more about Kong respects the fact that Godzilla won, and Godzilla respects Kong. Like, look, I kicked your ass. You acknowledge it, but you saved my life. Consider this mercy.
Right? Yeah.
And he's pretty much telling Kong, that's the last time I let you live.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what did I miss? Nothing? Ah, gotcha.
Tighten this
Again,
Kong in the
it's-
chat.
It is very early Dragon Ball Z where Piccolo pretty much tells Goku, after this, our alliance is terminated.
He says, I would have preferred the movie to end for Godzilla and kiss and make love. Yeah, of course you would.
Well, you fuckers already shipped Godzilla and Mothra together and all that horrible deviant art.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me. But anyway, like I said, I just would have preferred them going at it like Hulk versus Wolverine. Like, unfinished business, let's go. And then would have been.
I like the song choice though for this end, at least.
Yeah, I actually really like this song.
Yeah, it actually fits pretty well.
See, I didn't see Hulk versus Wolverine, so all I think of is the ending of Dragon Ball Evolution where Goku and Chi-Chi are about to fight and it cuts the credits.
Yeah, that's what basically happens at Hulk versus Wolverine animated movie.
Yeah. And that's it. You know, fun little movie for an hour and 45 minutes. Fun. Not
Bro, how
not
is this-
meaningful, fun.
That's
Stupid
why? We get nothing but those
Oh,
kind
boy.
of movies. Let's get something with some meaning and some integrity behind it.
Well,
Like,
because we get all these political deep movies where it all has to be fucking DC comics. It all has to be Watchmen. So sick of that shit.
bro,
Watchmen is
we
a good
haven't had.
movie.
It's just for a lot of people, Jack, that the movie itself, people want a complete movie, not just a great action adventure movie, a good story to go with it. That's the problem, man.
Well, sometimes you just gotta take the good with the bad and just take what you can get.
No, you don't. You don't ever have to settle. That's called settling, and you don't ever have to settle.
Anyway, I
Sorry.
had fun with you guys. Just
Yeah,
I did
Yeah, it was fun regardless.
This was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the most fun I've ever had watching garbage.
I'll go ahead and say, even though I am 100% Team Kong, I will gladly take this L because my boy Kong hung in there.
Look, I am the same.
I'll take the L. I'll take the L.
I'm the same, dude. Like, I was all Team Kong, but I kind of knew ahead of time Godzilla was gonna win because it's not the fact that I wanted Kong to lose. It's just the fact it's fair for fans, not necessarily movies. Just for fans, it's even ground. It's now completely fair because in the original movie, Kong won by default. He kind of did. But then when you get to this movie, Godzilla wins. So everybody's happy.
Fair enough.
You know?
Okay, so Matt Farden, you just watched it for the first time. General, be honest, thoughts?
I mean, it's kind of like just like a mix of everything. Like it's not the best movie, but it's like the fight scenes were good. I do wish that there was more, you know, especially with like going back to the humans and stuff like that. I do believe there was stuff that just doesn't make sense. I do like watching movies when it's just like fun, but I still want at least like a baseline thing to keep making sense through the whole thing, like when they're doing it. So I would give it like a solid, like, you know, 6.5. I think it was entertaining. I had a really good time watching it. So.
Right on.
Well said. Wildbat, you've been quiet. I feel like you're ready to kill us.
Yeah. He's so mad at us, dude.
No, I'm not mad at anybody. Just I kind of tuned out halfway through.
I do have a question for people who hate it. Would you rather watch this or say something like Revenge of the Fallen or The Last Night?
Just Revenge of the Fallen, not Last Night.
Oh! I've only seen the first three. I hated Revenge of the Fallen.
I can't answer that, Jack. I've never seen those movies. I stopped after.
I haven't either.
I stopped after the second one.
Me too.
Oh yeah, Revenge of the Fallen's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit movie.
I stopped after that. Like
But at least it actually has a good story.
I'm sorry to say, I know everyone's gonna get on me. To me, this is the worst Godzilla movie ever made. Period. Like I like the anime trilogy more. I like G98 more. I like G2014 more. I like.
Do you like King of the Monsters more though?
What's that?
Do you like King of the Monsters more than this?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. See, I would say that this is slightly better than King of the Monsters.
Do you like Zone Fighter more?
Is that a question for me or for Jay? Okay.
Yes.
I'll just say this: anything that doesn't have Jet Jaguar in it, my boy Jet. I love Jet.
Actually, speaking of Jet Jaguar, there's a new Godzilla anime coming out called Singular Point. It's coming to Netflix in June, and it revolves around Jet Jaguar.
Oh, I'm watching it.
I'm way more excited for Singular Point than this, obviously.
Oh yeah, like I watched the first 3 episodes with fan subs. It's pretty awesome so far.
It's way better than this.
That's the thing I will admit that I do like about the Godzilla franchise right now is that there's just multiple incarnations out. So if you don't like one thing, you can go to another, and that's okay. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Listen, I didn't like the anime trilogy. I'm gonna give Singular Point a fair shake because I just looks great.
Jay, you'll like Singular Point. I'm with Titan Goji. I've been watching the fan subs of these movies, the anime, and it's so intriguing. Like right off the bat, you're like, "What the hell's going on?" Like it automatically grips you with questions and makes you want to watch the next episode. Like it's good.
Great.
It's good.
I'll take your word for it. Like I'm gonna reactivate Netflix in June just to watch Singular Point.
Well, would you rather watch this movie or the anime trilogy?
The anime trilogy.
Oh, fuck!
I'm sorry, I really don't like this movie, man. I had fun watching it with you guys. And
right.
This was a really nice.
I'll say this. This is, if anything, this is sort of the Batman and Robin of this franchise because it is stupid and dumb. And, I like Batman and Robin. I don't care what people say. I freaking love that movie. And I can put it on par with this. I put Godzilla vs. Kong on par with Batman and Robin. It's a dumb movie made to sell toys. Who gives a shit? You've got plenty of other Godzilla movies out there to enjoy if you don't like this one.
And if you don't like any of those, you got plenty of fan stuff like I make. Totally.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Something for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's so funny. Like while we're watching this, I'm literally getting YouTube comments like, "This is how, like, this is what really happened in the Hollow Earth and stuff like that," because they're watching the original series of Apex. I was like, "Yeah, see, I could."
You know what you should do, Adam?
Literally, Legendary could have hired me for like half the price. I would have almost made this movie for free and done a way better job than like anybody they've had.
I was gonna say, Adam, why don't you do sort of a fan alternate ending or something? You know, like one of those like
because I don't want to even fucking touch the MonsterVerse. It's like a cancer or you know an animal with rabies. You just don't want to go near it. Like just fuck it. Like I'll keep making my Apex series that everybody's really enjoying because it actually makes sense and there's like this weird crazy plot that has never been done before with Godzilla, you know, not just rehashing old concepts. So
all right, well, I'll tell you what, Adam, when I get into a certain review that requires some kaiju, I'll make it fun for you.
Okay, guys, so let's just wrap this up now. The credits are coming to an end now. First and foremost, everybody in the chat was freaking awesome. Shout out to everybody. You guys were amazing.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Everybody was amazing today. Like, I was just wondering, like, oh my god, if people are going to show up. No, y'all showed up and y'all put out. Thanks so much. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go around in a circle. Counterclock. We're going to start with, Adam and work our way around, our way down. Go ahead. Plug yourself in and any, like, last minute thoughts. Adam, go ahead.
Scribe Productions on YouTube, Scribe Productions on Twitch.tv. Follow me at Scry_official on Twitter. And I do music for everything, games, movies, TV shows. I'm currently DJing on Twitch, which I actually have a DJ set here in about 2 hours. So if you guys want to come check it out, you can.
Yeah.
Godzilla Apex. I'm working on the second movie. I'm waiting for my models to come in, but I've already started production on the animation for that. It's coming. You should go check it out. Like a lot of people really like my little Apex series that I got going on. It's not the best, but
I also do the voice of Kong.
Shout out to Titan Goji for
nice.
We got Titan Goji doing Kong, Jay doing Baron, and a couple other people's voice acting in it.
If you need extra voices, let me know, Adam. I want to get into voice acting. I really do.
I will. I'm pretty sure I will at some point, but I will.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Movie sucked. You know my opinion on it. Take it away, Matt.
All right. So, yep. So I do voiceover. You can find my demos on my website, MatthewFarden.com. I also show some of the stuff that I've done. And I'm also very happy to announce that my buddy Bill, who Jay knows, we went to college with, Bill and I are restarting our Let's Play channel. So Rookie Cookie is back online. And Monday's going to be the premiere. We're playing a point-and-click random adventure game called Farnham Fables. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it.
No.
It's very obscure. It's very obscure. So there are some like hardcore fans that play, but it's like this weird. I don't even know how to best describe it. It's just like, check it out. It's going to be Monday. It's going to be 2:00 on the West Coast, 5:00 on the East Coast. And we're going to be doing that, and hope you guys can tune in, like, and subscribe. And like I said, 6.5. I give it a 6.5. I had a blast watching it with you guys. It's just a great, rock'em sock'em kick-ass Lizard Kong, movie. That's my take on it. 50-50.
Fair enough. Wild Band.
All right, so you can find me on YouTube, Wild Band, Twitter, Wild Band, Instagram, Wild Band, Twitch, WildGamer23, Facebook, Wild Band. I think it said Instagram, but it's Wild Band. I do reactions to TV shows, mainly the Disney Plus lineup of shows they got over there. I do gaming. I'm currently trying to wrap up my series of Life is Strange, the first game, and then I do odds and ends here and there on other channels, including Monstrosities of Lagatobusatsu. I'll be appearing here again on Nerd Cage Live in the coming months. And I'm doing a couple other projects behind the scenes.
All right, thanks for coming in, man. I hope we didn't ruin it for you, but we love having you. We love having you here, whether if it's a watch party or a live stream or any like videos we collab on. We always love having you here. Thank you for all your help with, you've helped me, you've helped Mark. Thank you for all you do for us and whatnot. Again,
absolutely.
Thank you for coming in. I hope we didn't like ruin this thing. Thank you so much again, dude. Titan Goji.
All right, so you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and the Facebook page at Titan Goji. I do videos about numerous tokusatsu and anime. I just uploaded a retrospective on the Giant Robo franchise, which includes the classic tokusatsu series Johnny Sokko and his flying robot. So feel free to check that one out. And I also do Toku Titan Cast, where me and a bunch of friends we just talk about whatever's going on in the whole like kaiju tokusatsu anime like community and all that. Jay's a regular on there, and next weekend we're gonna do a Godzilla versus Megalod watch party. So if you're interested, look forward to that. And I also got a TeePublic. Jay's probably representing the merch with his Daimajin shirt, which he actually commissioned me to review Daimajin. So if you want to commission me to talk about anything, really, feel free to go to my Patreon for that. And Godzilla vs. Kong. I still think it's just okay now. There are some things I like, some things I don't like, but hey, it's not the end of the world. I got a whole bunch of other movies I can choose from, and that pretty much does it.
Big Jack on the attack. Go.
Well, obviously, guys, you can find me on YouTube at Big Jack Films. I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm actually on TikTok. I'm one of the only few people here that uses TikTok. I do mostly the King Kong reviews. That's what I'm known for. I just put out part 1 of a Let's Talk discussion, sort of a fan subscription sort of thing of what if Disney made an animated adaptation of Kong during the Renaissance period, and I did it with a guest star with Huey, 2 more of Huey's animated movie reviews. I'm currently working on part 2. I also have my own remake of Kong on my channel, and I do a bunch of other movie reviews. I'm part of that sort of review-averse continuity that everybody kind of still does occasionally. But you guys can actually tune in tomorrow. I will be doing a opening night fan request on which I watched last night on the movie Hugo, the Martin Scorsese picture. So awesome. You can check that out there, and that's about it. And also support me on Patreon. Aside from that, I still find the movie to just be a stupid, fun theme park ride from start to finish. It's pretty much everything Scorsese said about the Marvel movies. And it's still going to give me some time to really think about before I can give a final review on. But rest assured, I will do a King Kong review on this movie. I just got to figure out when and how I'm going to do it.
Amen. So, yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody on screen. I love working with you guys, and not only that, you guys are great to work with. It's also like I'm proud to call you guys my friends, and it's just always a blast. And again, thank you for taking the time off all your busy schedules. I know you guys are busy, whether it's work, school, Godzilla, Apex. Jack's always making movies and stuff. The fact that you took time to be here with us tonight to watch this movie, whether if we liked it or not, we had fun. And I'm glad that we had a good even panel representing both sides, rather if they liked the movie, didn't like the movie, Team Kong, Team Godzilla. They're able to the fact that friends can hang out and have fun no matter what. And that's what
I can't even make movies right now, so this is a good opportunity, but honestly, man, anytime. I love these. These are fun to do.
All right, and Mark, go ahead. We got some stuff coming up. Plug away.
All right, so tomorrow we are going to drop our look back episode for the 55th anniversary of Daimajin. Now, this is the very first kaiju movie that I've ever watched. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Titan Goji was there with us, along with Sean Barry from Shots of Japanese Cinema. They really helped out as far as like providing the history, some of the facts and things like that about the film. Really helped provide some insight, and it's a great episode. I encourage encourage you all to check it out tomorrow. And then next week, we're going to be dropping our look back episode on the 40th anniversary of Friday the 13th, Part 2. I'm cutting that right now, and I'm having a blast editing it. I know it's going to be a great episode, so look for that one soon.
And yes, while Mark's working on those, I'm working on something myself for the channel. So me and Joe from Fallen One Gaming, who's our moderator, we did a full-blown Mortal Kombat games retrospective. We ranked, I ranked every single Mortal Kombat game, all 14 games, and Joe, reacted and gave his thoughts, and we just dig deep to each game. I'm working on it as we speak. I'm going to have it ready, hopefully Sunday or Monday, to drop just in time for the Mortal Kombat movie, which comes out next Friday. So please be on the lookout for that.
Boy.
I'm working my blood, sweat, and tears into this video. I hope everybody enjoys it. I cannot wait. And speaking of Mortal Kombat, 2 weeks from tonight is our Mortal Kombat reboot watch party with Master Daniel Pacina, of course Mark, Titan Goji, Daikaiju Tony, and Dion from Off the Bean Podcast, who sadly couldn't make it tonight. We're going to be watching, talk about a rare opportunity to watch the new movie with someone who created the franchise, all right? So please, if you guys had fun at Justice League a few weeks ago, if you had fun tonight, please, I encourage you guys to be there for our Mortal Kombat watch party on Thursday, April 29th. I hope everybody can be there. And again, look out for our look backs and our Mortal Kombat retrospective. All right. And that being said, everybody in the chat, shout out to Naru Hassan, said Muhammad, I probably butchered that. Everybody else in the chat, Cameron Snow, Byron Kingsley, Cole from Godzilla Gamer, everybody.
Kaiju Network was on here. I think also Razorblade Productions. He's a great reviewer. He was on here at one point.
Ian Lewis, Martin Smith, like everybody. Nick, Laura, Shay Smithers, my dude. Like, you guys are wonderful. Jared Osborne, thank you. Everyone who came in tonight to hang out with us, thank you so much. It means the world to us. Thank you. Like I said, I hope you hit the like button and subscribe. Like, we appreciate the support. And again, if you're not subbed up to all these guys on screen, sub them up. They are wonderful content creators, and
come on, do it! Do it now!
Wonderful people on top of that. So that being said, I say to you as always, before we go, we ask you to please like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, please, so you don't miss anything. Spread this shit like Silver So USA, from Louisville to Houston, Texas, to Los Angeles, to Phoenix, Arizona, to Dallas, Texas, to our friends in Toronto, Canada, and to all of our friends and fans around the world at Nerd Cage Live. As always, enjoy life, stay and good night.
Sayonara.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good one, guys.
Fight! Greetings, Earth Realmers. Combat season is upon us, and the Elder Gods have chosen the Nerd Cage Live Mortal Kombat 2021 watch party on Thursday, April 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And leading the charge from the realm of Chicago is Master Daniel Pacina, the original Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Smoke, and Noob Saibot. A rare opportunity to watch the new movie with the one who helped create it. And joining him, some of Earthrealm's finest, Mark Withers, Jay St. G, Dion from Off the Beaten Podcast, Daikaiju Tony, and emerging from the depths of the Netherrealm, Titan Goji.
Finish him!
A-B-A-C-A-B there. Thursday, April 29th. Prepare yourself for Mortal Kombat.
Ooh, trying to get out of the nerd cage, are ya? Well, before you go, hit that subscribe button. And if you're really intrigued, ring that bell. Thank you for dropping by. Until next time, tell everyone you know about Nerd Cage Live!